ciencia.
Nella ciencia.
Daggone, I was muted. Thanks for telling me that, Shizzle. I was saying, hold on. I was muted. Sorry. Whenever I'm muted, y'all gotta highlight my name. Cause when you highlight my name, it puts it in this bright ass orange. And then I'm sitting here like, who talking to me? So there's that. Hello, everybody. We're going to do a reaction stream. I was going to save this for a video, but I was like, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like cutting and pasting this situation with Clavicular. He was on the Fresh and Fit podcast. And then Myron, who's very emotional, and he's a homosexual, by the way. I need to remind people that, because sometimes y'all forget that Myron Gaines is a homosexual. So we're going to look at that. I saved that for last because we got Clavicular being mogged. I can't believe I'm using that stupid language. It won't last that long. By the judge. I said, oh my God, I've never seen a judge look like that. Y'all know I was in policing. I've seen lots of judges. Okay. I'm expecting to see semi-attractive male judge. And female judges are always older. They don't look like I never seen a female model look like a runway model. Okay, I never seen a judge. I never seen a female judge look like a runway model. And I never seen a judge that make you go, God, I've never seen that. Well, today, honey. Woo, child, today we're going to show y'all this judge. And it when you look at clavicular, it makes you think like he's only 20 years old. Listen, guys, I know I'm more, this channel, let me just be transparent. This channel is more aligned to women. I just want to be transparent. Y'all know me, okay? I am pro-woman. Except if you let a man skeet in you, okay? If you let a man skeet in your coochie, I'm clown you. I'm clown you. I'm clown. It's different if the condom burst. Okay? That's different. It's very different if you was SA. That doesn't need to be said. But if you willingly allow him to ski in your coochie, I don't care about you being pregnant. I just don't. I don't care about you. I'm pregnant. I had to get an abortion. Okay, good. Thank you. All right, good. You got an abortion. We have enough weak ass women, and I mean this. We have enough weak ass women in this world as it is. And I don't understand how you people don't realize weak women, weak kids.
Boom, headshot.
Look at Andrew Tate. Look at Tristan Tate. Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate are a menace to society. They bring nothing to the table. They are nothing but pimps, traffickers, rapists. They're all that. Why? Because they came from a woman, white woman with, and it could go any race. I don't want to just sit up here, but it's important that you understand, because this white woman had such low self-esteem that she thought that she was going to get with a black man who constantly beat her ass, who left her alone to raise the children on her own while he go and live in his car and make kids with, because I want y'all to know, Andrew Tate has step brothers and sisters. I don't know if y'all know that. Papa was a rolling stone, yeah, yeah, yeah. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. Yeah. All right. So y'all out here, so they're out here, he's out here making other bastard children, and then his wife, who is native, British, so went back to where she can get some real good welfare. So I just want to make sure, and I want to be on record, I separate myself from a certain mentality of women. I know it takes, some women are in the middle. They used to be in the pick me zone. They used to be in I don't want to make a mess, so I let them come at me. Okay, they're in between, and they're like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this man climax at me. And every time I ask women, I want you to do it to yourself. When I ask you women, those of you who allow a man to climax in you, I'm asking you something. How does that benefit you? Richard Spencer has a fourth child. Who he get pregnant? Angel, not only UTI, but bacterial vaginosis too. Over 96%, maybe even 98% of bacterial vaginosis came from after having sexual intercourse with a nasty ass man who skeet in her. So I just don't understand. Like, I love my body. I do. I take good care of my body. It's the only one I have. So I'm not going to sit up, and I love my coochie too. I love all of me inside and out. And I just never understood the purpose of having a man ejaculate inside of you. What does that do for me? And a woman on the internet name is Steven, don't lie to me. You lying. Steven, you lying. Hold on. Steven, we'll talk on Discord. I wish you would stop dropping some big bombs like that in my chat. Cause now, I wish you didn't do that. Cause now I'm like, what? You saw it on TJ, why you ain't tell me? Okay. Oh, wow. My bad. Well, the rest of y'all, see, Steven and TJ have access to me. That's the rest of you all who saw that, that's fine. But people who have, and it's not that many people who have access to me. I just want you to understand. It's not that many people who have access to me. So those who have access to me should be telling me this kind of stuff and not breaking it to me on my live stream where I'm in complete shock. Oh my God. What was I talking? What was I talking about before that? Anyway, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Let's go ahead and get into the show. Like wow. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh God. Wow. Holy smokes. Well, we haven't talked about Myron, who's a homosexual, though. That's the thing. We haven't talked about him. I didn't get a chance to make I didn't get a chance to make my soda today, my homemade soda. I'm very upset about that. So I have to drink water, which is fine. I love water. I absolutely love water. Why does Myron hate being black? Oh, that's a very good question. I'll answer that for you. Okay. See, based upon my research, all right, Myron was raised in a certain environment that was predominantly white, and therefore, when he was exposed, when a black person is raised in a predominantly area where it's white and his father was hardly there, he depended upon the secondhand mentorship of white fathers. So then you take on the characteristics in the culture of the white race. So his mannerism is different. That's why when I clown him, and I regret nothing. He danced goofy. Okay. When you see black people, and I think it's cute, but not for him though. I think the difference between how white people dance and black people dance is different. Okay. Black people, hold on, let me say white people. White people love to use their arms. Okay. And sometimes they use their legs. They like to use all their bodies. Black people like to use their core, the breasts, tweaking, with men hunching. It's a totally different type of dance. So black people primary area of dancing is from the soul. That's why we called soul music, soul food. We dance from the core, which is the soul, right? So that's from the head down to the coochie or to the ding-a-ling for men. Whereas white people dance with a lot of their body, but they love to use their extremities. So when Myron encountered black people clowned him for looking corny, talking corny, or talking white. I disagree with that. Okay. But it does happen. If a black person has a proper way of talking, then he or she is accused of talking white. And so he was ostracized and, condemned and ridiculed, and he found comfort and a community in white people, particularly white men.
Boom, headshot.
And with the rejection of black people and the black community, the hurt turns to hate. Okay? That's why he hates it. Saying, whereas somebody like me, saying, I divorced the black community, but I don't hate black people. So I left the black community because what they say, once a pig, always a pig. So when I joined the police department, I was considered an enemy. So I'm like, deuces. Okay. And that's why you see where I say I'm not on your team. I'm not part of the black community. So, but I mind my business. I don't get involved in any black issues. That's why nobody can come over here and tell me what I can say, who I can vote for, where I can go, who I can date, who I can marry. None of that. Okay, I have divorced. But one thing I love being is the queen mother. The original race is a black woman. Okay, I just want y'all to know nobody can sit up here and say I am self-hating. I love my nappy hair. I don't mind saying nappy, kinky, nappy, coarse, whatever it is. I love it. I have no problem with black women putting on wigs. I got wigs. I cut my hair so that I could put a wig on and it's not so boofy. That didn't last long because I wanted to do it just for the winter. We didn't even have much of a winter this year. You can tell with the shadow boxing, also very feminine. Yeah, I mean, I think the fact that his father wasn't there, something, he got touched. And I'm not going to say allegedly. His mother had, 3 kids. All of them can't be watched at one time. So I think Myron was the one because he was constantly seeking out male validation. And I think one of them males validated him more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like sit up here and look at Myron and go, why you don't like, but I don't care. I don't care that he doesn't like black people. I don't care. I don't even care if he doesn't like women either. Myron is deteriorating. Do y'all not see? Listen, and we're going to get into this. Listen to your auntie. Listen to me. You cannot have all that hate and think it's not going to cause you some kind of health issues. You cannot have all that hate and think it's not going to cause you any type of sickness, of illness. Myron is uber skinny. I used to think it was because he must have been on drugs or he's doing too much of the Red Bull, because he's doing Kevin Samuels route of constantly drinking Red Bull and other types of highly caffeinated drinks that is causing him to stay up and only have 3-4 hours of sleep every day. he will not live long on that. He will not live long. When he first came out, he was so obsessed of eating protein, high protein, and actually building a lot of muscles. But once he showed that picture of him being shirtless, all alone inside of a gym on New Year's Day, and I told y'all back then, that was that 3 years ago? I told y'all back then, I said, see, no man who is straight is going to be taking thirst trap pictures being without a shirt, talking about something. Everybody else is outside bringing in the new year, and I'm over here in the gym all alone getting gains. Boy, I know a goddamn grinder picture when I see one. Does he even go to the? Not anymore. He stopped going to the gym because a group of about 3 black men jumped him and everything like that, and he stopped going. He stopped going out, and like black people did follow through. It just didn't get caught on camera because it happened real quick. You know what I'm saying? It happened real quick. So with so many death threats, and then he actually did get jumped real quick, but he wasn't by himself. Myron rarely go outside by himself. So it was like pop, pop, pop. And then when I say pop, 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 like blows and then leave. So I think like when you guys look at Myron, just look at somebody who just don't want to eat with you, but I want you to look at him as a person. Look at his face. This man is about to turn, 38, 37, something like that. This man is about to turn 37, 38, and he's beginning to fall. He formed jowls, and he's skinny as hell. He's super skinny. Also, they're down there. I got to remind you guys, they are down there in Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida. Why are you wearing a hoodie with the hood on top? Now, if y'all want to tell me that's a black thing, let me know, because I'm down here in Georgia, and I'm damn if I can put on anything long sleeves. Okay. I don't have a Discord. I have a Discord, but I don't invite people. Anybody, like, I would like any woman in here, you can please join my Patreon. Well, when you're skinny, you get cold easy. Yes, but I don't believe. Hold on, can I challenge this? Because there is some truth to that. I don't believe you get that cold. Thank you, Ben. Daniel said when he crashes out, it really brings out his beak. That gonzo beak. And you know what? I don't even think a lot of people know what we mean by gonzo. When I say gonzo beak, does anybody in here? Yeah, it does. I used to say ostrich beak or something like that. But, you know, I'm Generation X, so obviously, yeah, the Muppets. But I think a lot of Generation Alpha and Generation Z don't know what the Muppets are. Oh, you do know? Oh, y'all do know? Nina, you Generation what? I thought you were a millennial. So I'm like, yeah, he got that gonzo beak and everything like that. Myron makes a lot of people mad, and that's why if I make content about him, I know. Oh well, Nina, you can't get into this conversation. I'm talking about people who are Generation Alpha, Generation Z. You're not Generation Z or Alpha. I've heard of the Muppets, but never watched it. Millennial. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and watch this clavicular thing. So, remember how I told y'all I hate how black folks always using the word allegedly? That makes me angry. they use that word too damn much. I said, I wish they never taught black people the word allegedly. First of all, let me just tell you something. You have to have money for somebody to sue you. Okay? If you ain't got no money, it don't matter. Who cares about suing you? So just stop it with the allegedly. Now, I used it for the first time in my YouTube career. I used it, what was it, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? I said, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. I am about to use the word for the first time in my YouTube career. I am about to say allegedly. This is the thing. I said, now I heard that he allegedly put a fake alligator in the swamp. And I heard that when they saw the fake alligator, that was allegedly fake alligator, that they mag dumped, I don't have to say allegedly on that, we saw them mag dump into the alligator, which the alligator was just made out of rubber and foam, allegedly. I said, I don't know this to be for certain. That's why I'm saying allegedly, because this is the rumor going on that ChudTheBuilder fakes a lot of the stuff he has on stream, and that this is something that he did fake, and that's the reason why he hasn't been arrested yet. And then sure enough, a week after I said that, he got arrested. He got arrested. He got arrested. So did you see how I use allegedly correctly, ladies and gentlemen? You use it when you heard hearsay. This is the reason why you'll never hear me say Myron Gaines is allegedly a homosexual. No, I said as a matter of fact because he is gay. I will never say allegedly. He's a homosexual. He like ding-a-ling. He hate women. We are competition to him. All right, now I will play this. A lot of streamers script stuff, so I rarely believe anything I see. No. Not a lot of streamers. You can't do that because I'm a streamer, but I also do VODs. You have to say a lot of IRL streamers fake stuff. All right. Sneeko fake stuff. What's the little Indian guy? Neon fake things. Okay. Aiden, the rest of those guys, right? I can't remember all of them. So they fake things because when you're doing an IRL stream, you have to add some real viewers to the bots that you have paid for on the IRL stream. And it just, to me, it looks like a terrible world to be in, where you're just like, oh my God, what numbers are we at? What numbers are we at? Excuse me. If you live within your means, you don't have to chase no damn numbers. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's go ahead and look at ChudTheBuilder. He entered a plea deal. Yeah. And this is how it went.
Looks-maxing influencer ChudTheBuilder was back in court today, taking a plea deal in connection to the Gator shooting case. Local 10's Byron Tollefson is live in Miami with the latest on the streamer's legal saga. Byron?
Well, this isn't his first run-in with the law, and his legal trouble is not over just yet. We'll have more on that in a moment, but as far as this story goes, it got a lot of attention, and part of the fact because there was video. Take a look. That viral video sending two popular South Florida streamers to court and now taking plea deals to avoid jail time. Braden Peters, known to followers online as ChudTheBuilder, walking into a Miami-Dade courtroom earlier today. Peters, along with Andrew Morales, better known online as Cuban Tarzan, pleading no contest to a misdemeanor charge of unlawfully discharging a firearm in public.
I think it's dead.
This live stream from late March shows Peters on an airboat firing multiple rounds into the water at what appeared to be a dead alligator in the Florida Everglades. Clavicular is popular among mostly young men for promoting looks maxing, sometimes going to extremes in hopes of making themselves as attractive as possible, going as far as hitting their own facial bones with hammers. In court, he briefly addressed the judge as he accepted his plea deal.
Lord have mercy. We're going to talk about that judge in a minute.
Please state your name and date of birth for the record.
Braden Peters, 12/17/2005.
Are you under the influence of anything right now?
No, Your Honor.
Have you spoken to your attorney about this case? Are you satisfied with the representation that Mr. Myron has provided to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Both men got 6 months probation and must now complete 20 hours of community service into firearm wildlife safety courts. Their community service can't be streamed or monetized online. Clavicular's attorney telling Local 10, quote, "My client has accepted responsibility for his conduct and reached a resolution that appropriately reflects the circumstances of this incident. Importantly, no individual was injured and the alligator involved was already deceased prior to the events at issue," end quote.
Peters is 20 years old and he was hospitalized recently from a suspected overdose as well. He was arrested in Fort Lauderdale back in March for allegedly instigating a fight between two women and then posting it online. That case remains ongoing. We're live in Miami. Byron Tollefson, Local 10 News.
Okay, so Clavicular appeared in court where he got mogged by a Chad judge. Black pillars and mucucks are wondering how a normie judge mogged the looks maxer in chief. I'm sorry, like Clavicular is just young, but he's not gorgeous. That's goddamn gorgeous. Okay, that's gorgeous. He's so fine. I go. Is he gay? Like. I've never in my life ever seen a judge look this handsome. I've never, ever. I've seen so many judges. I've seen so many. I go, that's a judge? That's a judge? I've never seen a judge like this. I've never, ever seen a judge like this. Whew. Yeah, he does feel. That's what I say. Is he gay? But no, I can tell he's straight. I already did a background check on him. He's straight. Let's just say he has some wild.
Yep.
Hey everyone.
Hey, thank you so much for being a member tier 1 for 23 months there, Skybomb. Yeah, he has some wild. Let's just say he has some wild college time. Okay. No, that's not a fake trial. It's a real trial. It's a real judge. I looked into this, and obviously if it was a fake, why would they put a fake trial on the actual TV news in Florida? Okay. That's because you was a DMV popo. No, I wasn't a police officer I wasn't a police officer in DMV. I left Maryland many years ago. My home is Georgia. Remember, I graduated from schools down here in Georgia. I would never be a police officer. Ugh. It's Florida. Male and female judges are super hot down here. Pause. Can you show me? Listen, I've seen the female police officers with their BBLs and stuff. You're going to have to show me a Barbie looking female judge. I just don't believe that. Because most female judges are nothing. I'm not hating. But they look tired. They look tired and hangry. They don't look like, and always the male judge are either semi okay looking or they're just, But I've never, ever, 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 ever seen an attractive judge like this. Like, I've never, ever, 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 ever seen a fine looking judge like this. I've never seen it. It's just like I told you guys, when I went to Italy and I was sitting down and I just kept seeing all these fine ass priests. I'm not saying all of them were fine, but I saw some priests. I was like, you're a priest? Oh my God. I remember sitting at a table of them. God damn. Table full of fine ass Italian priests. I was like, the police? You know what? I didn't even pay attention to the police. But I bet you they was. But I was like,
oh my God, thank you for the
I was
gift
like,
of subs.
oh my God, look at these hot ass priests. Can you pray for me? Joe! Andrew Cromie, you got yourself Hillary? What kind of name is that? You got yourself a cookie. Hey, Mackenzie. Hi. Hi, Mackenzie. So, okay. But anyway, so that's the judge. And I mean, if you look at like, look how dopey. Look at the comparison here. Also, I just want to remind you, Clavicular is 20 years old, looking like he's in his 30s. I don't know what the parents are doing today, making it acceptable for your children to be on steroids and peptides or any kind of chemical and body enhancement drug when they're in their teens. Do you understand that when you're at your teens, you're actually getting to you're building up your testosterone. You're actually, I want to say, damn near at your peak. You have to be consistent. The disadvantage to the generation Z and A, maybe millennials too, but I see this really much with the generation Z and A, is that you guys want it now. You want instant gratification. That will be your downfall. When I was competing in natural bodybuilding, it took 2 years to get my body tight and muscular. And I'm a woman. And I was vegan at the time. I refused to take steroids. I refused to take Tren or any of the Anavar. I refused to take any of that because, one, I always afraid that it's going to basically bring out masculine features. But also, I don't mind working out at the gym. I love working out at the gym. So, but when you start using these drugs so soon at your age, like, that's crazy. He started using steroids when he was 14 years old. He looks absolutely terrible. And I'm sorry, he's not from the tribe that ages gracefully. Also, the skincare tree, it ages you if you do it. I don't even know if he does any skincare. I doubt that he does skincare because I never seen him talk about it. I never seen him talk about serums. I never see him talk about exfoliating. I never seen him talk about steams and moisturizing olive oil. I never see him talk about that. When it comes to his face, he either want to get buccal fat removal or talk about putting a hammer, which I still don't believe. I don't believe he does that. That's just a lie. It's just a good way of getting you popular. I just don't believe any of that stuff. But he never talks about taking care of his skin. However, Steven, you are right. There are these young girls on TikTok that are doing all kinds of stuff to their face. They are doing they're doing Botox in their 20s. They're getting facial peels. Not facial peels. Oh my God. They're getting fillers. Okay. So they're doing all this stuff in their 30s and it makes you look older. I don't understand. I'm a former natty bodybuilder myself. Getting a great physique, even with great genetics and eating strict, takes a couple of years at least. That's what I'm saying. Now, I got to get it to my daddy and my mama. They were terrible. They should have never got together. But they did bless me with some genetics. And a lot of people couldn't believe like 2 years and I was completely muscular. But I had to do the work. Lorenza, thank you so much. I just turned 43 today and I look younger than him. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Listen, you got to take care of yourself inside and out. It's not an external thing. All these people want to do is do all this stuff to the outside. But you got, look at this. One thing I do, take water. I drink water. I am a water drinker. Myron is aging. Hold on. Myron is aging because Myron is unhappy. Because he cannot come out. Because he's a Muslim. And he cannot come out as gay. I'm not being funny about that. Okay. Imagine. I know this sounds crazy, but work with me here. Work with me here. Work with me here. Imagine you're born into a homosexual universe. Everybody's gay. Okay? Everybody's gay. And being heterosexual is not the norm. But some people are. And you pretend to be gay as a man when you really like women. So you got to go all your life like flirting with guys, you hate it. You know, kissing guys, you hate it. You know, every now and then, like, get your ding-a-ling. Okay, maybe you don't hate that so much, but still you feel bad afterwards. And then you constantly look at women. You talk to women, and you pretend to be their best friend, but you really want to be with them. But if you come out as heterosexual, you get shunned, you get mocked, you get ridiculed. The people who accuse you of being straight, you make your enemies right, and they get to come out and say, I told you so. And therefore, it's against your religion to come out straight, because if you do come out straight, you are considered, what do they consider them if you're Muslim? I forgot. Who's here? It doesn't matter. So therefore, you have to go your entire life living as a gay man when you're really straight. And you cannot live happily, outwardly, as a straight man. That is the opposite world of Myron. Myron would love to live up his University Ohio years when he was openly gay, or I guess you could say don't ask, no, don't tell, because Eric is gay. You guys don't realize, you guys see those pictures with Myron. All of those pictures except for 2 is the same guy. That was Myron's boyfriend. They were booed up, baby. And the 2 other pictures where you see Eric with another guy, I don't know who that other guy is. But when you see Eric on top of Myron, and then there's a guy who looks like he's naked, but he has boxer shorts on, but he has no shirt on. It's in the bed next to Myron. I don't know who that guy is, but he's also in the gray pictures too. So there are 2 pictures where there's 3 guys, but every picture where Myron is being kissed, where Myron is kissing the guy, that's one guy. That's Eric. And then Myron has the nerve to say, and don't get me wrong, I promise you, I am going to make a case. I have all the receipts I need to prove that Myron is gay. I have all the receipts. I've been collecting them for many years. I'm waiting for Myron to make me angry so I can go do it. See, I am at my best when I'm pissed off. Myron said that rowing is more manly of a sport than football. Myron said that. Myron said rowing. Now, as a straight, well, I'm not straight, I'm bisexual. I'm in a straight marriage though. As a bisexual woman, looking at men rowing, that don't look straight to me. You know how it doesn't look straight? Oh! 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 Chat, that looks straight to you as a man? You see two men? Come on now. You see two men? That don't look gay to you, Myron? Okay, I get football. I'm sorry though. But football, y'all tackling each other. Y'all not tackling and hunching. I didn't say football didn't look gay. Okay, I'm just saying rowing is way more gayer than football. Do we disagree? I mean, at least you guys in a football field, you got to bend over and go, hut one, hut two, hike, 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 and then you got to run. But when you're on a boat together, a very tight boat, small boat with two long rolls, and your legs are spread far apart, and there's another man right here, somewhat almost in between them, and then you got to bend over, and then you got to roll back, then you got to bend over, and you got come on, give me a break. Okay. Oh my gosh, I knocked over my light, guys. I'm over here just demonstrating all this rowing over here with you guys. So can we at least agree to that? Okay. Tree, stop. Am I turning you? Oh, you hate it? Oh, that's why you want me to stop? All right, let's move off of this. Let's move on to something else. But yeah, like he is. Look at. I want you to stand. This man does not look 20. He's gonna age like cottage cheese left out in Alabama sun on the 4th of July. I know it did knock the light down. I'm very tall, so my legs are like kicking as I am trying to illustrate the rowing. All right, but that judge fine though. All right, let's talk about ChudTheBuilder, because I did not get this information when I made my video about Myron. This is how y'all know Myron is a hypocrite, because Myron literally talked down upon Johnny Somali, said that he had monkey behavior. So ChudTheBuilder don't have monkey behavior. I would have to say between Johnny Somali and ChudTheBuilder is 10 times worse. So ChudTheBuilder, as of today, has raised $228,126.68. Okay. Now, this may not work. I'm sure some of you have all heard this already. Okay, I'm sure you already heard this, but so far, no bail bondsman will take them without collateral of $500,000.
Boom! Headshot!
And now, so So there are 12 bail bondsmen in Tennessee. And even though you need 10% of the bail, and by the way, that's 100. I did not know this. So when he gets a bail's bondsman, and he pays the bail's bondsman if the bail's bondsman takes him, okay, because the bondsman may not take him. Right now, no bondsmen want to take him. So he has to pay $125,000 back. I mean, he has to pay the bondsman $125,000. I did not know you don't get that money back. I did not. I thought you pay it, and then when you show up for court, you get it back. No, TJ. So he has to pay. So the bondsmen are saying up there that they have to find nine bondsmen who will collectively pay for the bond. There's only 12 or 13 in Tennessee, and 5 of them said, hell no. So one bondsman said, I will bail him out. However, he has to put up collateral. So if he come up with the $125,000, he has to come up with $500,000 in collateral. No, sorry. I'm not doing the math. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. If the bills, hold on, let me do the math. So if the bond is, hold on. Oh, should I add an extra 5? So if it's $1,250,000 and minus 125,000. Okay, so he would have to come up with the with $625,000 in collateral. That means if you have a house, if you have some assets in the stock market, which we know this clown doesn't have any of that. If he has any assets like a yacht or a boat or a very I don't know any car that Chud would own that would be $625,000. So he has to put up not only the $125,000, but he has to also put up collateral. So he has to sign something over to the bondsman's name, and then when he shows up for court, he gets all that back. He gets to sign back in his name. So Chud's going to stay in jail. But that's not the only reason Chud's going to stay in jail. I just found this out. Let's read this. Because the prosecutor is saying, oh, that Gibson Gold money, he can't use that. Also, I want to let y'all sister told me this. She told me this yesterday. She said Chud was already at $100,000 3 months ago. So she said that money is more likely gone because he keeps, like, when he travels, he always rent these nice cars, and then he goes into these nice 4 to 5 star hotels. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have an income. So, besides the little bit of money he gets from Kick, and I'm sure he gets a good money from Kick, but the most of this money is gone. So it's safe to say that out of the $100,000, he probably has available $126, you know what I'm saying, and $126,000. But that's not his problem. This is his problem. Why is Tennessee DA trying to block ChudTheBuilder from using fundraiser money? Full legal controversy surrounding his bond fight explains. Tennessee prosecutors are reportedly moving to stop live streamer ChudTheBuilder from using GiveSendGo donations towards his $1.25 million bond after his after the courthouse shooting arrest. The legal fight has triggered fierce online debate over fundraising ethics, bail rights, and whether donor money can legally secure his release. Your bail money can, GiveSendGo can be used to secure your release. However, the DA can't stop that, okay? The DA can stop that. Excuse me. The DA can say, where you get that money from? And they would have to show where he got that $125,000 from. However, it's not just $125,000. It's $125,000 and a $6K collateral. Chud ain't got that. Okay. Yeah, I heard he was eating expensive steak. Let me tell y'all something. Steak is overrated. I don't know why y'all eating that nasty stuff. And it's bad for your colon. Salty Cracker is raising money for this dude. Yeah, a lot of the people who believe in him are raising money for him. I don't care, personally. I expect Salty Cracker to do that. I expect what's the one I was friends with, but I hate his guts. Hypocrite. I expect Hypocrite to do that. I expect a lot of people to do this. But guess what? Those racist saltines ain't got enough money to make $500,000. Because you know what? They gave it all to Shiloh Hendrix. They ain't got money like that. And not only that, though, but look. A lot of white people, including the racists, don't even like Chud. I promise you, clip it and ship it. Salty Cracker will not raise enough money to get him out of jail. He won't even come close to $1 million. He won't come close to $1 million. No. See, the difference between Shiloh versus Chud is that Chud voluntarily walked up to innocent black people and started to harass them, provoke them. Nobody likes that. We don't like when Johnny Somali did it to the Japanese and the Israelis and the South Koreans. We don't like that. Why the hell do we like? You think we're going to be okay with a racist, a legit racist? So he's in trouble. So let them raise their little bit of money, honey. Okay, let them raise their money. Because in the end, and I'm just being honest, I hope they do, because it's not going to go towards Chud. Chud's not going to get out of jail. They can give it to his son, because he's going to need a lot of therapy when he realizes that he can't tell people who his dad is. And also, if somebody finds out that he's the son of Dalton, they have to move. And they're going to have to move someplace white and very red. Can't move to someplace white and blue. So I don't mind them raising money to help the son. Because Chud like to talk all this crap about black men, but I don't see no difference except for the skin color. You have a criminal history. Well, hold on. There's one thing. I'm sorry, black men. I have to separate you on one thing. You don't like to get pumped up the ass with the strap on.
Boom, headshot.
There is a difference. You may have a long criminal history. Okay, you may have baby mamas, but you don't seek black women to pump you up. You don't seek black women to peg you. So that is a difference. That is a difference. All right. Chud, on the other hand, loves when black women peg him. But a lot of these racists love when black women peg them. I'm sorry. Sorry. But other than that, I mean, how is he, other than the pegging, okay? Other than the pegging, I don't see how this is any different than any Pookie and Tyrone. Baby mama, criminal record, and you fighting. You starting fights. But the big difference is black men don't seek no black woman to get pegged. They too busy trying to hunch all these other women and baby trap them. But other than that, no, they don't go out there and get pegged. She's a biological woman. I keep telling y'all, stop calling her a trans. She is a biological woman. Okay? A man don't have to get a ding dong artificially put on him. And it don't even work. She told you guys that her ding ding don't work because it was a botched surgery. That's why she has to use a strap on. If her ding dong, let me just take that back. No, I was going to say if her ding ding worked, she wouldn't have to use a strap on, but that's not true because, some of her customers can use them big old ones, okay? I did a video on it, Danielle. I did a video explaining it because everybody was getting it wrong about her. I did a legit video. You need to go on my video and it says, Chud likes chicks with sticks. That is the video. And I get on there and I specifically explain. Samurai said, glad I missed that video. Why you weren't hurt my feelings? I worked hard on that video. Yes, she's trans now by surgery. Yes, yes, that's true. But she's still a biological woman. And because strap-ons come in different colors and sizes and girth, she results mainly to using that because her ding ding don't work. It doesn't work because it's a botched surgery. I just told you that, Danielle. She needs to she's raising $10,000 to get it either removed or get it redone because it doesn't work. It's a botched surgery. Oh, you saw Lorenzo. Lorenzo, thank you so much. Samurai didn't see it. He hurt my feelings. Can you believe that? I'm not sure I really am interested in them. In the intrinsicies. I gotta say this word. Intrinsicies of a fake rubber dickies. Sorry, Tree, I love you, but no. Yes, $10K for corrective surgery. I was confused at first. Yes, because she wants to, because she's getting a lot of infections. She's getting a lot of bacteria and infections down there. And the penicillin is causing problems with her vagina because it, as biological women know, when you take antibiotics, it causes an overgrowth of yeast. And that you will get a yeast infection and all kinds of problems. So she said she thought the way his chubby booty jiggled. I think she did agree with it. I think she did like it. Dalton Earthly, better known online as ChudTheBuilder, is now facing one of the biggest legal battles of his life after being charged in connection with a courthouse shooting in Tennessee. The 28 years old? Imagine throwing your life away at such a young age. Imagine throwing your life away at such a young age because you want to be internet famous. I hope there's nobody listening to me who wish to have fame. If anybody asks you, what would you prefer? And you can only have one, the fame or the money. Choose the money, baby. Fame is a prison. How old was he in the fairy pictures? He was 18. Hazard code. Yeah. Fame is a prison and it's a curse. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I stand out because of my height. Right? And I'm so happy I am not recognized or nobody. I like being a nobody, right? I do. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I go outside and I look rough. Not rough, but rough. And I'm like, oh, thank God I'm a nobody, so nobody can take a picture. So I don't have to worry about nobody taking a picture. Talking about something. Look at, oh my God, look at Tree. Now, don't get me wrong. You'll never catch a damn bonnet on my head. I don't do no damn bonnets. 20. Thank you so much, Sandy Nate. Hey, girl. Yeah, he looks older than he actually is. The prosecution is trying to block him from using his Gibson Go. Yeah, we're reading that article right now. I remember you always said you would rather be rich and a nobody than I like being a nobody. I do. I love it. I love it. I freaking love it. I would never want to be somebody, you know, and I'm telling you, as somebody who used to hang around with 3 different celebrities, I got tired of them. Hey, can I take your picture? Hi, oh my God, can you sign this? And then asking all kind of questions. It's so inconveniencing. It's like, oh my God. And I was like, I could never have that life. I like to be left alone, like seriously left alone. I really enjoy my own company. But he messed up his life at the age of 28. So here you have a man who ain't gonna have, his son ain't gonna have no dad in his life. So how you think his son gonna turn out? Margaret, don't ever listen to no red pill man, honey. Women, we do not age like no damn old man. Men age more. Men age. Men, if you want to say who age like milk between men and women, it's gonna be men. We take care of ourselves. Most people have to change who they are to stay famous and influential. I don't see the purpose of being famous. And I think it comes from a lack of self-esteem and confidence where you need validation. You know what I'm saying? You need people to say, yeah, like with Chud Dalton, he needed people like, yeah, that's the way to do it. You are a hero. And when he went out, XV said Chud baby mama would date a black man. Oh, exactly, Queen. They better ask Angela Bassett. Oh my God, what a role. Angela Bassett, may she rest in peace. Tina Turner. And Tina Turner had a hard life and she still looked good. I mean, don't you just have to pay 10% of the bill? Not in his case. Not okay. So let me explain why his case is different than other people's cases. This is a good question you're asking. Your average person who is incarcerated can either put up all the money or get a bondsman, and you have to pay 10% and the bondsman pays the rest, right? The difference between Chud is that Chud was recently, like 4 days prior, in jail for disorderly conduct and I think theft of, he tried to run out on a $300 steak bill. So he was arrested for that. When he was given bail, he paid 10% for that low bail. And the judge said, don't get into trouble. Stop. If you get into trouble, blah, blah, you violate your bail. Judges don't like it when they warn you, stay out of trouble. Don't violate your bail. There's conditions when you're on bond. You have to follow certain conditions. He violated it when he began to antagonize a group of black people, except he picked the right black man, or one we got PTSD and no F's to gives. So when you literally commit a crime while you're already on bond, and then you do something like this, attempted homicide. Now a lot of people are saying, that attempted homicide, he's not going to be found guilty on that. I'm sorry. Let me just say this, because y'all don't know about Georgia. I'm so tired of you Yankees talking about the South. Shut the hell up. You don't know what you're talking about. Listen to me, because I've never been wrong about court. Chud will beg for a plea deal. He has a public defender. These racist ass saltines are trying to raise money to try to get him out of jail, but they ain't trying to raise money to get him a good lawyer. He got a public defender. Let me tell you something about public defenders. They're like, listen, I got a long ass case or whatever. I talked to the prosecutor. I talked to the district attorney. He said if you just admit to guilt, they will remove the attempted homicide and put it down to aggravated assault. Clip it and ship it, baby. And instead of you doing 50 years, you will do 20 years, maybe 15, with the possibility of early parole. Because this is state. This is not federal. Y'all stop talking about Trump going to pardon him. Trump can only pardon federal cases, not state. He has no power over state. But if Chud says, I'm not guilty, and he gets it doesn't even matter. If he gets a bench trial, it's a wrap. Because these judges are tired of him. Just like that judge gave him a $1.25 million bond. So if he just rely on a judge, he's done. If he relies on the jury, come on now. A jury in Tennessee, and they show the jury all these streams, all these clips of Dalton walking up to people and calling them monkeys, N-word with the hard R. He pepper spraying people for reacting. All the tweets where he says the grand finale is I kill a monkey and then they ride in the streets because I get to walk free. You mean to tell me that you think that jury gonna come back with a not guilty in Tennessee? Lord, I really been real blessed. Down and out, little red stress. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Past the mystic. I'm not talking right today. Brothers and sisters be messing up. Why do we always have to be so damn tough? No, he is done. So the best thing that Chuck could do. My apologies for Arrested Development, and I just butchered your song. My apologies. Chud's going to have to take a plea deal Because if he's fight it, it's going to be worse. I'm going to say that again. If he enters a plea of not guilty, it's going to be worse. Now, I also want to say this, okay? Chud can enter a plea of not guilty and then change his plea later on. So just because you entered a plea of not guilty doesn't mean you can't change your mind. But if he enters a plea of not guilty, and if he does, I think I may go to Tennessee. I'm just thinking about it, chat. I'm thinking about going. I know everybody down here, it's a lot of us. People in Florida talking about going to the trial. People in Georgia talking about going to the trial. And everybody in Tennessee is thinking about going to the trial. And people in Texas, that's a lot of people talking about going to this trial. So I don't know. I don't want to go up there and I can't get into the daggone courtroom. You always plead not guilty first. Is that true? So I don't know. But I really, it's only a 3.5 hour drive away from here. But I ain't trying to drive all the way up there and I see all these people and I can't even get in and I can't even get into the courtroom. That's not going to be fun. What am I going to do? I guess I'd drive back home. I wonder if the courthouse itself has video, and I want to hear what the court security is. I don't care if they do have video. I just want to be in there and taking notes. You should stream afterwards. If I can't get in, XV, what's the point of streaming? What am I do? Hey everybody, I'm streaming from my hotel room. I didn't get a chance to get into the courtroom because it was too packed. But let me tell you what I heard that went. No, it's not gonna be fun. Not gonna be fun. I'm not gonna go then. I just talked myself out of it. It's another content character talking about going to this trial too. It's a lot. What are you talking about? All the lawyers want to go. Tennessee is, oh my God, it's so accessible. But I want you to understand, a lot of streamers are in Florida. A lot of streamers are in Texas. So Tennessee is it's easy to get to from those two states. But, you know, those of us, there's a lot of YouTubers. There's a lot of especially black YouTubers who are here in Georgia. Georgia. And we could drive up there. We ain't got to take no plane. We can literally get in and drive. You're going to have to camp out. I ain't going to do that. Camp out. Shoot, this cushiony body camping out like a homeless person. Hey, Lily. But anyway, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do it. I wanted to. But I've been hearing people talking about they're going to go to the trial. So many people want to go to this trial. And I don't blame them. That's some good money. That's some real good money. But I don't like to go to a place where it's uncertain if I'm going to get in. And I'm not the type of person that's going to like camp out hours before the court. I'm not doing that. Guess he got the attention he always wanted. That's right, Pat. That's right, Joel. Okay, let me finish reading this. The 28-year-old streamer's arrest quickly sparked national attention, but the controversy has now expanded beyond the shooting itself. Prosecutors are reportedly preparing to challenge his access to thousands of dollars raised through online donations, potentially stopping him from using that money to pay his massive bond. The case has become a flashpoint for debates around self-defense claims, online fundraising, and prosecutorial power. ChudTheBuilder's courthouse shooting charge explained. We don't need to know that. We already know that. Look at this black man. That black man. This was such a good scene because you got Chud looking all like, I'm sorry, I'm a racist. And you got this black bailiff like just mean mugging him. No, he mean mugging him, dude. Like, he like, I wish you would give me a reason. Give me a reason to chimp out, okay? Like, you calling us chimp out, give me a reason. By the way, hold on. I know some black people are like upset that some of us are using the word chimp out. Let me say something about the word, okay? Dream, thank you so much for $10. Freedom of speech does not give you the right to walk around antagonizing people or just flat out being a jackass. This fairly deserves whatever punishment he gets. Facts. That's facts. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. Y'all remember when Sneeko got punched in the face by that black bouncer who did the Jimmy Superfly? Okay, y'all not gonna know that. I was about to say Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Y'all not gonna get that. Who did the what's relevant? Anyway, he jumped off the top of the stage with his hand punched like this, and he punched Sneeko dead in his mouth because Superman punch. Okay, Superman punch. Okay, thank you. So he did the Superman punch, right? Oh yeah, that is a Superman punch, right? I see it now. Thank you. So he did a Superman punch and punched Sneeko in his mouth and cracked his tooth. Made his mouth all messed up. Now, Sneeko was with the white supremacists from Nick Fuentes' Groyper movement. And I remember because that was such a beautiful day to fight with racists, all right? And they try to shame black people. Y'all violent. That's right. That's all y'all do is result of violence. And I remember, okay, I have a good memory. I may not remember names that well, but I have a good memory. I remember that those type of statistics, the 1350 or 1353, blah, 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 or black people are so violent, blah, blah, blah. That used to be used as a shaming technique. And it used to make black people angry. But something beautiful happened that day. And I remember it because I did it, okay? I remember one of the Groypers saying, black people are always violent. And I got a video of a black woman beating the crap out of a white woman. And I said, you damn right.
Boom! Headshot!
And next thing, now I'm not saying I started this. I did not start this. I did not start this. But black folks were owning the violence. They was like, damn right, we gonna F you. Like, they were owning it. Like, yes, we're violent. Yes, we're gonna do this. And if there was a meme, somebody created a meme where you had Wojak saying, look at a Tyrone version of Wojak saying, you people are violent. And then you got the black Wojak choking the white Wojak up in the air, and the black one said, yes sir, we are violent. Black people owned it. Okay. Black people did not let the whole, oh, y'all violent. And guess what happened? White racists stopped using it. They stopped using the, you're violent. That's all y'all talk. Y'all only use your hands. Yeah. It's very effective. They don't do that no more. You want to know why? Because they embraced it. As soon as black people stopped fighting against it, okay, because I never saw the problem with it. I was like, yeah. I remember when I was on Chrissy's show and a white guy was saying, wait a minute, do I have that video? I think I got that video. Hold on. I think I got that video, chat. I I think I got that video because I couldn't believe. Hold on. Oh, y'all gonna like this. Let me see if I can find it. I was on Chrissy's show, and that was the last time I was gonna be on her show, where, oh no, I got so many clips. Oh no. Oh, wait, is this it? No, that's not it. Oh darn. Wait, is this it? No, that's not it either. Damn it. Oh, I wanted to show it to you guys. I clipped this because I wanted to show how this white guy tried to shame me for I can't find it. So I was on Chrissy's show, and this white guy, because I was talking about how white women, because I was the only black one on the panel, I said, see, this is the problem with white women. You all think, because Chrissy was kissing the ass of Pearl, and hold on, I really want to show y'all that clip. I do. Hold on, we're gonna have to find. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to. Let me see if I can find it. Is Sundorman here? Hold on, is Sundorman here? If Sundorman here, Sundorman can get it for me, cause she read a super chat as a punishment for me because I said that's the reason why white women are the prime contestant. Sundorman, not only find it, but get to the part where it's an orange donation where this white guy always said, that's what's wrong with you black women, y'all get violent, right? And I get to that. See, if you find it, and this happened 2 months ago, I think. This happened 2 months ago. I'm on the panel. See if you can get to the part where she reads off this orange super chat. It's either orange or, no, it wasn't red. And this guy tried to shame me for saying I kick anybody ass who tried to do something like that. I don't remember everything, right? See, you can't shame me for that. Mackenzie is talking to you and kick. Make sure to let Tree know if she doesn't already that she can apply for a media pass. I can? You saw him earlier. I can apply for a media pass. Oh, if I can apply for a media pass, that means I'm going. This is the episode when Chrissy admitted she liked Pearl. Right. Chrissy was on the show kissing Pearl's ass. Pearl hates women because she's an ugly one. Okay? And she wished she was born a man. And I always said, see, that's why people kick your ass. That's why I was saying, the whole thing I was saying, that's why people kick white women ass, because y'all sit up here and y'all think if you're friendly to your enemy that they will stop being your enemy. That's not how that works. And I don't know if I said I would slap Pearl, or I don't know what I did or what I said. But somebody tried to shame me for it, and I turned that sucker around. Thoughts on the claims of the Bell double standards versus Kamalo Anthony on Jake Shields changing his views on ChudTheBuilder? Is he? Jake Shields blocked me when I showed a picture of an actual inbred, and I showed his picture, and it looked just like him. I'm not kidding. TJ, isn't that what happened? TJ, isn't that what happened? I was going after Jake Shields for months. No, 2 months. No, a month and a half. And I put there. Okay, there is a famous inbred. I'm not making this up. There's a famous inbred family in Alabama, right? They're very famous. Hold on. And one of them looked like Jake Shields. Okay. So this is the famous inbred family. This is a historical inbred family, okay? They're all related and they're having kids and they're all deformed and everything like that. And see, all deformed, all like they just believe in reproducing with their own kin. And the Whittakers, yeah, they're all inbreds. And there's a family of this Whittaker that looked, maybe it's this guy right here without mean mugging. And I took the picture of possibly this guy and I put it next to Jake Shields' MMA picture where he had them big old Dumbo ears. I said, oh, look, Jake, I found your pappy. I found your pappy / uncle. And he blocked me. He blocked my ass, baby. He got my ass good. I was laughing too, because I was like, so I don't have a comment, because I ever since Jake Shield blocked me, I don't know what's going on with what he said. So I don't know. I don't have a comment. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate the donation. I appreciate the $5. I don't have a comment, because when Jake Shield blocked me for that, I don't know what he's saying. So I can't even comment on it, because I used to know everything he said, because I used to go against him. He used to not block people that came hard in the paint. But I wanted to see what the line was, and that was the line. Accusing him of being inbreds, but I call all of these races inbreds. You know what I'm saying? I call them all inbreds. That's just my word. I call them inbreds, saltines, Neanderthals, mayonnaise monkeys, sun dodgers, Yakubian. What did I say? Yakubian monsters, or children of Yakub. So. That's what I'm sorry. That's that. So anyway, all right, let's continue this. Where are we? Fox reportedly suffered gunshot wounds to the stomach and shoulder, but survived. Earthly has maintained that he acted in self-defense, claiming he was physically attacked. Now, everybody is arguing like, oh, you physically attacked him. But I do agree with what the lawyers are saying. If you are a man and another man punching you, you cannot result to immediately deadly force, except if you are 5'1", and the person that is attacking you is 300 pounds and 6'8". Okay, yeah, you have reasonable expectation to lose your life. But you can't be a full-grown 28-year-old man. I didn't know he was 28. I don't know how tall he is, but he ain't short. And sit up here and say, oh, I got to resort to lethal violence. I have to. No, you can't do that. I can do that as a woman. Okay, ladies, I want you to know that we as women, we don't have upper body strength. We ain't got them hands. But we can do pew pew. We can do pew pew. Women can do that. Not no grown ass man. So that's what I want y'all to understand. So he's not going to win this self-defense take. He's not going to do it. It's not going to work. Okay. Is it true that the guy that Chud shot was smaller than him? No, he was not. That brother was not small. But he wasn't huge either. It was to me, in my opinion, that was an equal match. Like, no. To me, it looked like they're the same size. Maybe Chud is a little taller. Maybe. Okay, thanks, Mackenzie. Mackenzie said, I am looking at all the information up right now. I will email you. Thank you. Appreciate it. If I can get a pass, I'm going, okay? He was ex-Army, I believe. Yeah, I mean, what is the least? I think you have to be at least 5'9" to be in the Army as a man. Yeah, but also I think with him being him having PTSD, he's also under he's a protected class. So not only he's black, but he's also a veteran with PTSD. Oh, that's 3 protected class. Oh my God, I just realized that as I said it out loud. Black, veteran, disabled. So not only can he, if y'all contact that brother, y'all need to let him know that he can sue. But what I would do is wait until his court date is finished and then sue his ass. Get that money. I just realized that. Okay, you found it. Thank you. Thank you. All right, here we go. Hold on. All right, get ready. Y'all gonna hear me curse, okay?
Tree, I think the super chat is aimed at you from Grand Total. Thanks for the 20. Wow, an angry BK woman advocating violence against a YT woman. I'm really shocked. You are loud and obnoxious. You like music that rhymes. You are a fraction of the population but commit half the crimes. Who, where, you?
You can commit some crimes against
we
me,
ain't getting our fucking head knocked off walking down the street, bitch. So I don't give a fuck. I'm not part of the knockout game, okay? You are.
Yeah.
Stay mad.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to shame me because I
Not
teach
gonna
motherfuckers
happen.
how to deal with me. You motherfuckers are sitting here doing this. Either you're praying or you're like, oh no, I don't want. That's how you get fucked up. I can't relate. So yes. Might makes. Have you not learned from Trump? I learned some shit. Might makes right. Stay mad. I'm so awesome. I am so awesome. I am awesome. You ain't gonna shame me. You ain't gonna shame me. Might makes right. I forgot I said that. I learned that from Trump. Might makes right. Might makes right. Damn right, you ain't gonna shame me. This is what I'm saying. Oh, so I never did make my point about the chimping out thing, right? Okay. So, okay. Oh, no, Mommy Forrest was my girl. No. Y'all, Mommy Forrest is the girl. She's the bae. I love me some Mommy Forrest. I love her. She is so cute. Okay. Here's the thing I want y'all to understand. So, Black people embrace the violence. Like, yeah, we violent. You know what I'm saying? We're violent. We violent, right? You ain't gonna shame us out of that, okay? Because I will tell white people, like, how you guys think that you got the land known as America through love and happiness? Or did you use it through violence? Come on now. This one said they want to act new. You're not going to act new with me. We don't have 1776 when we declaimed our independence from the redcoats through prayer and forgiveness and understanding. We used violence. So you want to shame a group of people who are very good at violence, I have to say, using the very technique that's effective? Now, I'm not saying go and attack innocent people. I'm against that. That's why I can't stand Chud. That's why I can't stand him. I don't like people messing with innocent people. I hate bullies. I hate bullies. Leave innocent people alone. But I tell you what, I don't have to worry about, I don't even have the type of energy when I go out in public to make you look like I'm an easy target. Because I have that mentality in my head. Toasted, originally he said Chud was an idiot, but hours later claimed he changed his opinion after doing research. Also thoughts on Tyler Olivia's Israel ban. I don't know who Tyler Olivia Rio, I don't know who that is. And well, if Jack changed his opinion, it's because there's some money in it for him. Listen, Jack is also Jake, right? Yeah, hold on a second. Jake is also a closeted gay man. Tyler Oliver, I can't even say his last name, is the OG. I don't know who he is, though. I know who Nick Shirley is. I don't know who Tyler is. I don't know. I don't know who Tyler is. I hate, listen. And y'all can look at this to understand me better. I am so in my own world. Okay. Tyler got famous for doing videos on Jews in New Jersey. I don't know anything about that. What Jews in New Jersey? Tyler's the one that made the India shit throwing. I don't know anything about this. I don't know this. Y'all are telling me stuff I don't know. I don't know nothing about no Indian, what do you say, dookie throwing duck. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about no Jews in New Jersey. I don't know. The only thing you guys said to me is Nick Shirley. I know who Nick Shirley is. I don't know this person. There's so much for me to pay attention to, and there's he made a video exposing Orthodox Jews for. I don't know this. No matter what you guys say, you can list all his credentials. I don't know him. I don't know any of these videos. I don't know any of this. Listen, if it's the red pill, I know. If it's the manosphere, I may know, may not know, because, I don't care about most of the manosphere. I think you can have to say it's dead. I know about politics, but when it comes to anything else outside of that, I don't know. Because there's only so much I can pay attention to, and I'm very selective of what I will let my mind consume. I'm just real protective over it. So, yeah. I just don't know this person. Y'all have to understand, I am a content creator of 3 channels. 3 channels. I have 3 channels. And I work out, and I run a side business, and I'm being a good wife. I cannot do all of that and know everybody's business. I just can't. And I also like to pay attention to stuff that excites me. Like, I've never done ChudTheBuilder content. But when that sucker when he shot himself, I was like, I'm about to introduce this to my YouTube channel. And oh my God, look at all that money that man done brought me. I did. Chud shot himself. Chud gets pegged by a black woman who now wants to be a trans woman pre-op. Chud is in jail. Myron is jumping out about Chud. So look at that. I got 4 videos because of Chud. That is the stuff I'm into. I'm into that. I'm into anything dealing with relationships. I'm into stuff that's dealing with. Now, if you ask me about relationships, I would know about that. Here's something that I found out that I didn't want to know. I found out that yesterday or the day before, Cardi B's baby daddy, Stephon Diggs, showed up with a baby girl that was born 5 months before Cardi's. Stephon Diggs went to the first birthday of his daughter that was born 5 months before the son by Cardi B. I didn't want to know this. I didn't want to know. Listen, those are the things that are in my algorithm. That's what's in my algorithm. Not all this Jews and all this stuff about Indians throwing poop. That's not in my algorithm. That the relation stuff, the relationship, the ratchetness stuff, I don't want to know about it, but I know about it. I know about that. That's what's in my algorithm. Okay? Is he expecting another? I don't know. I don't know if he's expecting another, because here's the deal. Cardi is the poster child of low self-esteem. She is. She hates herself. This is why she will always do all those plastic surgeries. She's always messing with her face. She's always messing with her body. But my thing is that, girl, you have 4 kids. 3 of them have the same daddy and 1 doesn't have the same daddy. Now, I'm going to tell y'all about black kids. If that youngest child of Cardi B does anything to the other 3 kids, they will remind that kid that they don't have the same daddy they don't have. And the reason I know is because I did that to my half brother. I kept reminding him that he was a oops baby. That's why my daddy didn't marry his mama. I'm sorry, y'all keep forgetting how vicious black children can be. That's why your mama a hoe and you was a oops baby. That's why my daddy didn't marry you and marry my mama now. Nah. You serious? But you're right, my sister told me the same thing. She is such a bird. Yeah. So I'm just sitting here. So y'all shouldn't be surprised if y'all tell me stuff and I go, what? Who? I don't know anything about that. Because this is something I'm very protective of my mind. Some stuff is not worth, I got too much up there anyway. So I need to clean out a lot of stuff that's up there anyway. Because I'm like, I don't need to remember this. I don't need to know this. And so if I see stuff, I'm like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. So, anywho. All right, let's continue. Okay. Where did I leave off at? Okay. Earthly has maintained that he acted as self-defense, claiming he was physically attacked before opening fire. Despite that claim, prosecutors charged him with attempted criminal homicide and other serious felony offenses. His bond was set at $1.25 million during May the 15th hearing. The judge reportedly cited the seriousness of the charges, concern over public safety, and location near the courthouse, and Earthly's prior legal history as reasons for the unusual high amount. Now, here's the thing, and I said this on my first video about him, okay? I said that the reason why Chud was doing this is because he could carry a gun. But when your gun privileges, which are as of that day he got arrested, his gun privileges are done. He cannot, let's say for instance, we'll just play pretend here. Let's pretend that they got the money. They got the whole 1.25, okay, $25 million to get him out of jail. He can't carry no gun. You understand? His gun changing days are over. His gun carrying days are over. They're done. He's done. Done. Finito. And I'm going to tell you, as somebody who loves guns, I'm a gun lover. I love my weapons. I love my ARs, my AKs. I even love my swords, my katanas, my daggers. I love my, I have a Celtic sword. Oh, it's so big. It's beautiful. I have that. I love weapons. I love them. And I honor my rights to have them. I would never abuse my right to carry them, especially as a woman. He cannot carry guns anymore, probably for the rest of his life. So he was only big and bad in Tennessee because Tennessee is a stand your ground state, just like Georgia, and Tennessee is a castle doctrine state, just like Georgia. And because of stand your ground and castle doctrine, that's the reason why I love guns. And as a woman, you equal the playing field against men by having these weapons in case they want to break in and do things to you, whatever. So once your gun rights are taken, that changes everything, baby. You also, let me tell you this too, he's also a sitting duck in his trailer park. I don't wish this on him. Let me just put that on him. Let me just put that out there. And I do. I sincerely don't wish this on him. But he's a sitting duck in that trailer because if somebody breaks in and he shoots that person, he's going to go to jail for homicide or attempted murder if the person doesn't die. Even though castle doctrine is in effect in Tennessee. But when your gun rights are taken away, you can no longer exercise the castle doctrine using lethal force or a lethal weapon or a gun. So Chud was, which I think is a stupid thing. If you're listening to me, you have weapons, listen to me. Stop showing your weapons on camera. Stop doing that. Stop taking, unless you are a gun channel, unless you sell guns, unless you are a gun instructor, stop showing your weapons on Instagram, TikTok. Well, I don't know if you can do it on TikTok. Stop filming yourself with guns. I think it's stupid. Why would I let you know what I have? So stop doing that. And so Chud, when he was having his pity party, he was like, I just got you guys and I got my weapons over here. Showing a roll of ARs. And I said, you dumbass. Now the FBI know that you packing a lot of heavy arsenal in your trailer park, in your trailer, excuse me. Why would you do that? So those get confiscated if they're not confiscated already. And so if he's in there and somebody breaks into his trailer, he can't use a gun to protect himself. What a terrible way to be. I'm sorry. I want to tell y'all something. In 2017, this used to be my first house, right? Now it's just my work house. It's where I work out, right? This is where I used to live. This place was doxxed by the alt-right. Do y'all remember the alt-right? They don't exist anymore. But the alt-right was very, very powerful in 2016, 2017, and maybe a little bit of early 2018. They doxxed my house. And you know what I said? Pull up. And you know why I said that? Because I got guns all over this place. I got cameras outside. I got sensors to let you know as soon as you step on the property. I'm ready for that. Come on, let's do it, baby. You ain't gonna scare me. I'm in Georgia. I don't live in no New York. I don't live in no Wyoming, Washington State, California. So bring it on. I'm here for it. Nope. All they would do is drive by the house. They would never come. They would never come on the property. Because it's different when you know somebody is packing weapons inside and they not afraid to use them. Was it Monday Matt that was obsessed with your picture? No, Monday Matt was not alt-right. Monday Matt was just a YouTuber. Hold on. Why prosecutors want to block fundraising money? The legal drama intensified after Earthly's supporters raised well over 6 figures through Gifts and Go campaign. Reports suggest donations quickly crossed the $100,000 mark, with some estimate placing the total closer to $140,000 or more. District Attorney reportedly plans to block ChudTheBuilder from using his fundraiser money towards the bond. All of this is happening on Monday. However, Tennessee's district attorney is reportedly seeking to prevent those funds from being used specifically for bond. One major issue appears to be how the fundraiser was originally described. Critics have pointed out that earlier campaign messaging focused on supporting Earthly and his family rather than explicitly stating that funds would be used for legal defense or bail. True. I'm gonna talk like him. Dear friends, supporters and champions of free speech, my name is Dalton Early, and I'm reaching out with a heavy heart, fighting to protect my family and my business. Just over 1 year ago, I started DLE contracting in Clarksville, Tennessee, out in sheer necessity. I was fired from my previous contracting job after BLM activists targeted me over words I shared online, jokes and opinions they twisted to end my career. With no other way to support my family and my precious 2-year-old that's going to grow up without a daddy, just like the black men I accused them of doing, I poured everything into this small business, working tirelessly to provide for my family. And build a future. But now that dream is under attack, not for the quality of my work, but for what I say online. I shared mild jokes, unfiltered thoughts, and yes, sometimes I use the N-word in what I thought was edgy. Harmless humor. I know it's controversial, but it's my right to speak freely. For that, hundreds of people in my city are slandering my business, spreading lies to tear down everything I work for. The hate has escalated to horrifying levels. I received death threats so vile they shake me to the core. People threatening to rape and murder me. What? No, they not. Hold on. Are you serious? and even targeting my 2-year-old son with unspeakable cruelty. As a father, hearing these threats against my little boy, this is a lot right here. Nobody knows about your son, okay, or your crackhead baby mama. Little boy to my heart, and keep me up at night. In the midst of these nightmares, a spark of hope emerged. I went viral on Instagram, gaining over 23,000 followers who connect with my story, my resilience, and my refusal to be silenced. People are beginning to stand up for American ideas and values. This platform is a chance to turn things around, but right now I'm broke. The slander has crushed my business income, and I'm struggling and surviving. Good times hanging in the child line to keep food on the table, pay our bills, and protect my family. You don't live with your baby mama. What the hell are you talking about? And to protect my family from the onslaught, I need your help to bridge the gap and rebuild. Your donation will go forward to cover it. Oh yeah, he's cooked. He's cooked. Look, listen to this chat. He can't use it. He can't use it, actually. You know what? It's true. He can't. He's using this Give, Send, Go to covering basic living expenses to keep his family secure. That's not true. Like I said, he don't live with his baby mama. Exploring legal options to fight the slander and protect my family from these vicious threats. Find new ways to create a sustainable income for me and my family. This is, oh yeah. He can't use it. Oh my gosh, don't y'all like when you find out something new? Yeah, he can't use it. And the reason why they trying to compare this to Camelo, right? It's Camelo did a Give, Send, Go specifically for his lawyer fees and for the judicial system. Been a minute since we got a tree struggling. I know, hasn't it been there? I haven't sang that song in a long time. Oh my gosh, dude, this is great. Anyway, critics have pointed out that earlier campaign messaging focuses on supporting Earthly and his family rather than explicitly stating that funds will be used for legal defense or bail. This distinction may matter legally if donors contributed under one expectation and the money is redirected elsewhere. Questions of misrepresentation could arise. A separate legal defense fundraiser reportedly exists, but scrutiny remains over how each donation pool can be legally used. The DA's reported more has triggered intense reactions online, especially across X, where users remain sharply divided. One user on X said, district attorneys aren't supposed to decide how private fundraiser money gets used. This sets a wild precedent. Others defend the scrutiny, with one post stating, for anyone wondering why, it's because his fundraiser specifically says the money would be used to help take care of him and his son. It doesn't say anything about legal fees. Supporters of Earthly argue the government may be overstepping by interfering with private donations. Critics, meanwhile, believe accountability is necessary given the wording of the fundraiser and Earthly's controversial online reputation. Okay, we're almost finished. ChudTheBuilder online persona adds fuel to the controversy. Earthly's polarizing presence online has only intensified public reactions. Known for provocative and racially charged live stream content, he has long been a divisive figure. For some critics, his current legal troubles are seen as overdue consequences. Others argue his controversial internet persona should not influence how his legal rights are handled. This divide has transformed the case into more than a criminal proceeding, turning into a broader cultural and political flashpoint. The controversy surrounding ChudTheBuilder's bond money raises larger legal and ethical questions. Can prosecutors influence how crowd-funded donations are spent? It's not. Yeah. That's not the question. Okay. If you raise money for one thing and it's spent on another, that's called fraud. If you say, I need money to feed my babies, and I give you the money and you use it on gambling, I want my money back. So if that money is being used for bail, then how they gonna get their money back? Then they're gonna have to file a civil suit. They're not gonna win, but still, it's an inconvenience. Should online fundraising campaigns face stricter transparency rules? Well, that's irrelevant because he created this, I think, a year ago. He created this a year ago when he was starting his kick career. And how far can the state go in challenging private financial support? Well, this guy's a POS, dude. Who cares? I don't care. I'm sorry. You're an animal. You get treated like an animal. I don't care what happened to you. You know what I'm saying? Cry me a river. I don't care. Who cares? Okay. My goodness, these fellas are some real criminals, huh? You would think they were black. Okay, hold on. Okay, now let's move over to okay, we had 2 hours. Okay, he created it a year ago and spent most of, yeah, I do believe like he doesn't have $100,000. When I saw it at $100,000, I'm like, yeah, I think most of that money was spent. But now he's at, hold on, let's go see. So now he's at, can y'all see this? Yeah, you can. So now he's at $230,532.68. So probably 130,000 of this money is available. Yeah. So $130,000. I don't believe he has the $230,000 ready. He just doesn't. Because this been up for a year and he's been using it to live off of. You know what I'm saying? So when you don't have a job and you're eating steak and you're getting into expensive hotels and Airbnbs, give me a break. I don't know if he really using Airbnbs because I think Airbnb would probably ban him if he tried to use that. You know what I'm saying? They're pretty strict on their TOS. So yeah. Okay, so there's that there, chat. I think that's it. That's about it there, chat. So let's go to I was gonna make a video, but I decided against it and decided to do this on the live stream. So I watched this entire Fresh and Fit podcast. This is the podcast that Myron gets emotional about because Clavicular left early. Now let me tell you the backstory. And we're not going to watch all of this. Okay? Okay? Pugsy and Clavicular run into each other, and Pugsy asks Clavicular about his club that he's pretending to own, but is owned by an Israeli mob. And Pug said, hey, do you mind if I live stream and promote your club? He was like, yeah. And he said, as a matter of fact, you have something going on Friday, I think it was. He said, why don't you just come over to the studio and, you know, hang out a little bit, and then we'll leave from the studio to your club, Bakari. And Clavicular said, yeah, but we can only stay a little bit. We cannot stay completely. We cannot stay the entire time. So he goes in there. They do a bunch of yippee yapping. Myron is getting into a very heated fight with this Latina woman who did a really good job. Hold on. I don't agree with a lot of what she's saying, but I was very impressed that she held her own. So there's so many stuff going on. And with this recording, Clavicular has a new girlfriend who's just been his girlfriend for a month and a half. He embarrasses her, tell her to stand up to show everybody how she came to dress. He ridicules her, put her down. The girls feel sorry for her and go, she looks fine. She looks fine. There's nothing wrong with what she's dressing, which she did look fine. There was nothing wrong with she was dressing, right? Then he complains about her and says, she doesn't have to work, but she doesn't do anything. She doesn't make me breakfast. One time she did make me breakfast. It was cold waffles and everything. Then he said, and I can't even get my dick hard because she doesn't stimulate me.
Boom, headshot.
He embarrassed this young little girl. Now, I don't feel sorry for her, and you don't feel sorry for her either. Do not. Because these women are going to learn when you put yourself in a situation with a POS, you have to say to yourself, you brought this on yourself. Some of these women think that if they get their bills paid and if they are bought gifts, that their world is okay. No, a lot of these men do that so they can control you, humiliate you, and degrade you. And he did, and we're going to show you, I'm going to show you all of this. He did this to her and then started flirting with other women and saying, you think you want to be my girlfriend? How will you want to be my girlfriend? Can we have, like straight up, and she's looking in there, you can see her spirit leave her body. And I said, these women have to learn the hard way. Have to learn the hard way. And the only one that was on the panel that had some oomph and that was not putting up with anything, and this is the woman that pissed off Myron to where he started to chimp out at the end. He got mad and emotional, and we'll show you that. Okay? But this was a very fast, and we're not going to go through all of it because I remember some of the spaces. So, by the way, they had two 18-year-olds and a 19-year-old. All of them have red cups in front of them. I'm telling you, just asking for a lawsuit. Okay, let's see.
And stand up.
Okay, so this is the girlfriend right here, okay? So he's about to embarrass her and tell her to stand up.
Stand up.
Was this a conversation before I walked in?
Yeah. Stand up.
Yeah.
Myron, what do you think about this?
She looks beautiful.
She looks great.
She looks great. I think she looks great.
You're gonna be.
Should have asked her permission of what to wear.
You're gonna be Yeah. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're changing.
Why are you hiding now? you picked it.
I think she looks good. No,
she does look
she
good.
Looks great.
She looks very good.
It's just a beige under color, guys.
Disgusting.
Look great.
Like,
You can see
So
her.
I do like this about us women. I'm sorry. I do like this trait about us as women. When we see someone trying to tear down a woman, we try to build her back up. Some girls like her get turned. I disagree. She's too young. Okay. Let me say this. If you're under 25, you don't know what turns you on. You don't know what turns you on. Okay. You just don't. Because a lot of these women are conditioned to think that this is how they're supposed to act. This is why when I tell women, and I ask them this question, why do you let men skeet in you? What does that do for you? Blue screen. They can never tell me. You want to know why? Because ever since they were introduced to sex, they were told that that was the norm. They were told that if you don't want to get pregnant, when these guys skeeting you, you have to be on Depo-Provera, or the pill, or have the IUD or something, or make them use a condom or whatever. But a lot of these men don't want to use condoms. That's their damn fault. I'm telling y'all, if you ladies just stick to your guns, men want coochie. They will put on a condom. They will cry about it, but you can say condom or no coochie. They will pick condom every time. So these young women are told, oh, you got to let a man climb up and climax inside of you. Oh, when a man take you out on a date and he spend money on a lobster, you got to suck his dick afterwards.
Boom, headshot.
No. They're taught that. It's not until they get older that they realize, oh, I've been doing a lot of stuff I don't want to do. These women, and I have to blame corn. I have to blame corn on the cob for why it is told the women have R-word fantasies and that they like to be told what to do, stuff like that. I'm not projecting because I'm dominant, right? I do understand some women like to be submissive, like Abba's ex-girl like to be dog walk. That's not normal, but okay. I mean, you ain't gonna find no black woman talking about some walk me, woof, 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 woof. Black, I'm just saying, like, where did she get that from? I want you guys to understand, fetishes are taught or groomed into you. No woman and no man, for all I care. I'm not going to sit up here and make that a woman thing, okay? Because I have lots of men but they pay me to dog walk them. Okay, I don't do that for free. I don't date nobody that wants to be dog walked. But you have to ask yourself, where did that fetish come from? So I don't believe that women like to be humiliated like this, because if they did, they would put themselves in humiliating situations. For example, there's a woman up here who does like to be humiliated because she humiliates herself. I should have showed you that person. Speaking of Abba, did you see the evidence from the second woman? Abba got pregnant this year. I love capers. She seems more no, she didn't show any. You talking about the woman from Sweden? That's why she deleted the video. She couldn't show no evidence. Now I know what you're talking about. Like she came on and said I was pregnant. I'm gonna sound harsh, but I stand 10 toes down on this. Okay, that's the reason why Libby didn't come to me. She went to all her ops. Sorry, she went to all Abba's ops. Never trust any woman that don't come to somebody who's on Abba's side. If you are dumb, exactly, Lily, she didn't show no evidence. She had no evidence. These women are supposed to be, what, in their late 20s and early 30s? And you letting a man skeet in you and you know you ain't on no birth control? I don't care. Listen. I know some of y'all saying it should be 50-50. The reason why I don't agree it's 50-50 is because we as women, we determine who's born or not. Who here disagree with that? Let me just say this. In America, not Afghanistan, not Pakistan, not Yemen, in America, we as women determine if we give birth or not. Anybody disagree with that? We make the ultimate decision. Okay, nobody disagrees with that. Okay. So if we make the ultimate decision, then most of that is on us, not the man. So if you want to be fair, because you can't say it's 50-50, how the hell is it 50-50 when we make the final decision? You can say 60-40, sure. But I am on the side of 90-20. 90% the woman's responsibility, 10% the man's responsibility. I never had a problem telling men that I'm not in a serious relationship that they have to use a condom. And if we are in a serious relationship, they have to pull out. There is no skeeting up in my precious sugar walls. No. I never had a problem with that. There was a time a condom broke because the dumbass I was having sex with used the old ass condom. Immediately. Well, back then you had to wait. You had to wait several weeks to see if you was pregnant or not. But I've always taken care of my coochie. I honor my vajayjay down there. I do. And I also think selfishly when it comes to my body. I'm the prize. Women are the prize. Our coochie is the prize. That's the reason why men work. This is the reason why men do what they got to do. Flex, get these Bentleys and all these crazy ass cars is going to put them in debt. They do all that to impress women like peacocks. Peacocks are the one with the feathers, not the women, because they're trying to impress the opposite sex. So if I'm the one that you're trying to impress, I call the rules when it comes to my body. And these men want to sit up here and act stupid. I had some dumbass on Twitter. I had to block him because he was so stumped. He told me something. If we can't come inside you, then where are we supposed to come? I'm like, you never have a problem when you jerk off, idiot.
Boom, headshot.
You jerk off right into your hands, and now all of a sudden you got real coochie in front of you. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to put the beam in. I've never, you guys, when you guys jerk off your ding ding, you ain't never trying to say, where am I gonna put my glaze? Y'all never have that question. It's not even a question. I don't understand the problem. So if you let these men, all these women, I don't care if they come up pregnant. It's their fault. That's right. It's their fault. I don't care about no man talking about something. You know I can't have babies because I had a little sperm count. I don't give a damn. You skeeting into my coochie is going to do a more harmful stuff to me, not you. And again, if women thought selfish, which I preach, because if you think selfishly, you won't get heartbreak. You won't have to worry about getting STDs. You don't worry about being taken advantage of. You don't have to worry about all this nonsense, this drama I see people going through. I can't relate. Magda, he is. But my thing is, none of these women accept responsibility for being raw dog. I'm saying, okay, this is what Abba gets for not for coming in them. But when you got, I have not heard one of these ladies say, I should have used protection. I shouldn't have allowed him to come inside me. None of these women say that. Not one. Not one. As a matter of fact, none of these dumbass women take responsibility for their role in the situation. Listen, honey, men and women, listen to me. A sucker gets licked. We all have been a sucker in our past. We all have. We all have, haven't we? And guess what? When you've been a sucker, you learn from that mistake and you go, that won't happen again. It shouldn't make you jaded it shouldn't make you hate the opposite sex. It should make you go, okay, this is where I went wrong. That won't happen again. I think it's because you have a dominant personality tree. Most women aren't built like that. So in a way, your kind of experience that may side in that. That is true. And I do my best to try to sympathize that dominant women are the extreme minority. I do my best to try to understand that. However, submissive women still can't tell me how allowing a man to skeet up in their coochie is beneficial to them. And if they can't explain that, now listen to this XV, hear me out. They so dominant, but look at how crazy Libby is. Libby done dug up all these women to do a hate campaign. Well, nobody cares now. Everybody realized that once we realized this woman liked to be dog walked, we're like, I'm sorry. Once we learned this chick likes to be dog walked, and we realized that she's oh God, them sex messages. Ugh. Once we saw that, we were like, okay, we don't care about this chick no more. We lost interest. We completely lost interest. But let me ask you something. Even though Libby is not dominant, she's crazy. So how come she's crazy to try to ruin Abba's reputation? How come she couldn't use that same energy to tell Abba he couldn't skeet up in her? Somebody make that make sense. Like, that woman she's super crazy on steroids. Why couldn't she use that super crazy on steroids when it came to her own coochie? No, argue with me on that. I've been telling these dudes that the women has the last say if the child has life or not. We do, though. And since we got the last say, it's mostly our fault when we get pregnant. Except if it's against our will. Okay? Except that. Except when it is actually, I guess you could say I guess you could say also when a condom breaks. Or I can even say, I don't think there's a big chance in that. But even when a woman makes a guy pull out and pre-cum, I don't know the chances of pre-cum actually causing anybody to get pregnant. I know they said it can happen. I don't see that often happening. Okay. True. Well, she needed Abba to milk inside to pull. What's she doing and make Abba sweat? That's what I'm saying. Like, all this energy. First of all, we know that this woman's crazy. She is crazy. That's why everybody lost interest. We're like, girl, woof woof. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear anything you got to say. You have no credibility with me because all of this energy, and she jaded as hell. She just like Daisy, isn't she? Oh my God, isn't she like Daisy? She doesn't let stuff go, but she will let stuff go eventually because Daisy eventually had to let it go. Because once Daisy got the abortion, once it was discovered that Daisy got the abortion thanks to moi, people just stopped caring. I told her if she would have played my game, child please, it would have been a wrap. We could have been having coconut sweating for a good 5, 6, maybe even a year. Nope, but she's so obsessed. The same thing with Libby. Libby reads everybody's comments. Libby reads the entire chat. Libby was at LT's chat typing. She was making it rain. I was looking at that replay. I was like, damn, this woman is making it rain over there. But LT ain't play for it. LT ain't fall for it. She tried to like bribe LT. I really like your content. $20. By the way, happy for LT getting that money. But he realized what she was doing. So once that happened, I'm like, I don't know. I'm sure it feels good to get that money. I mean, wait a minute. For Libby to be going crazy, or because crazy don't make you feel good or not? I don't know. Crazy is not an emotion. Crazy is a mental state. Or is it the LT getting all that money he was getting from her? Because she was making it rain. But anyway, so that's my belief system when it comes to the pregnancy. I'm sorry, I don't want to hear it. Now, if you have a baby, here's something that's going to shock you all. Y'all ready for this? So, getting pregnant, that's on you. That's on you. No, why women let guys milk it? No woman, I have never had a woman say, "Ooh, I like when they skeeting me because it feels good." No woman says that. Listen, does it feel good? Wait a minute. XV, are you a woman or a man? I don't know. But hold on, let me. XV, are you a woman or man? Because I'm about to give an example to show you how that's not true. About the skeeting make you feel good. I know it's a delay. Hold on, so I'm just waiting. Okay, man. Okay. XV, I'm telling you as a woman, and I know no woman in here is going to disagree with me. We don't douche and go, "Oh, that feels so good." Now, you're not supposed to douche, but when women, like when they want to either cleanse themselves after a menstrual cycle, or, if they have some type of infection like a yeast, okay, there's certain type of medication douche, but douches don't feel good. So if a douche don't feel good, how the hell is spunk gonna feel good? I mean, spunk don't feel good. I can't imagine it feeling good. How? Y'all, it feels good to you because you have a dingling. I don't think women even feel anything the further it goes. I just answered my own question. There is no sensation like that when at the cervical canal. And that's the what they call the wall. When you hit the wall as a man, you have sex with a woman, you hit the wall. I'm a lady. I'm letting you know. Women, you have never, hold on. Even in corn, when you talk to corn stars, not one corn star, I bet you $5,000, you ain't never heard no corn star say, well, that's not fair. That's not fair because they don't skeet in corn stars, because I think that's one of the what they call it, the money shot. The money shot is skeeting outside a woman. But even corn stars don't say it feels good. Men want to believe that because y'all are nasty. Y'all want to believe that skeeting inside a woman makes her like, yes, it feels so good. No, it doesn't. It's nasty. It stinks. It messes up her pH level. It causes bacterial infections, itchiness. Honestly, the only people I personally know who like to be cream pied are gay men. Oh, girl. Yes. I don't feel it at all. It's too deep inside. Men like to think that their semen is like a lightning bolt. Yeah, they do. But if you have that, and I get it. Like I said, I'm dominant. I do have a dominant personality. I get it, right? But look at how crazy she is. Again, nobody can answer this question. Why all this craziness she's doing, trying to expose ABBA? Why wasn't that used in the beginning when ABBA said, hey, I have a low sperm count, saying you're not going to get pregnant? And she didn't say, I don't care what your damn sperm count. You better not come at me. You better not climax at me. And if he had a problem with it, he'd be like, okay, no coochie for you. You better get to working on your hands. And guess what? Men will submit. They always do. But instead, the women want to use all that energy instead of like preventing pregnancy. They want to use it after they had an abortion, or you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, no, that's the wrong time to use your craziness. You should have used it when you was about to have some sex. Steven, yeah, you have more sensories. There's more sensations and nerves in our butt than it is in the cervical canal, right? That's the reason why people, well, that's the reason why people like Chud likes to be pegged by women. Okay? That's the reason why. So I will always, and I don't care if women get mad at me. Not the women here, but I've saw one woman get really mad at me, like, Tree thinks she know what she talking about. Okay, if a woman want a man to climax in her, what is it to her? Then shut the hell up about being pregnant then. And I killed the baby. It's against my religion. I'm a Buddha. I'm Buddha. I don't want to hear shit out your mouth about you being pregnant. If you are okay with a man skeeting in you, you should be okay with getting pregnant by them, dumbasses. You can't have it both ways. You can't be, here I am woman, hear me roar, a man can skeet in me, okay? And then you get pregnant and now you the victim. You cannot play it both ways. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your victim story. I will stand 10 toes down on that, for real. I'm like, holy smokes, was my generation the only generation that was scared of STDs? Maybe because my generation was when AIDS came about. I don't think HIV existed. And we were like definitely afraid of AIDS, but now y'all not even scared of HIV. Y'all not even scared of HIV. No damn well. Ooh, I feel for women. Let me say this to you ladies. I do feel for you. You are in a situation that men are having sex and they are insisting on having sex with these dumbass women, having it raw. And I'm not even necessarily talking about STDs. I'm talking about bacteria from that woman. You understand that they carry that bacteria. It doesn't hurt them. It harms you. And then you basically have that problem because you get an infection or you get an itchiness because you have another woman's bacteria inside of you. And it's like these people are having unprotected sex and just don't care about STDs. And HIV is on the rise. It's so concerning how HIV is on the rise that the CDC is like, okay, we're gonna have to have a different a sex class for HIV and AIDS. And I'm sitting here saying like, oh my God, dude. Also, like I just have a different mentality in reference to just how precious my body is. You know what I'm saying? When I say I take good care of my body, I really, really take good care of my body. So, and when you're, so let me get back to defending this girl, right? So she's young, she's stupid, because we were all young and stupid. She is learning the hard way of what not to allow a man to do. So clavicular is embarrassing her. He humiliates her. He talks bad about her. And the woman next to her, the Latina, she's the hero. Because Clavicular just literally allows this woman to be humiliated. She doesn't even defend herself. Now, hold on. I don't believe women like this. I do believe they learn this from their mothers. So if a young girl sees her mom get humiliated like this and don't say anything, she will also think to herself, this is norm, this is the norm, and this is how I'm supposed to let a man treat me. I'm not saying all women do that, because some women, for some reason, realize, like, I'm not going to let no man treat me like that. You know what I'm saying? They can be the opposite. But for the most part, some women look at the way their mothers are being treated and they become the same way. So, and the reason why I am so feisty is because of my mama. I've never seen my mama get hit by no man. I guess because they too scared to hit my mama. But like, I don't have the type of mama that allow a man to mistreat her like that. I just never seen it. So therefore I learned my root foundation came from that. But we don't know what her root foundation could be that, oh, this is how you let men treat you.
Almost.
You're gonna make me look like a fool.
You can't. That's
It's
just
like,
because of the
that's what a
undertone.
girlfriend is supposed to be like. It's a representation of you. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying that's your
I'm
girlfriend?
sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry I did that. I
Yeah,
shouldn't have wore this.
Like it's
Aw,
insane.
that was sweet.
I have
Still
another
did it, though.
dress that I can wear.
You have it with you?
No. But it's 10 minutes away, so I'll...
That's not far.
Okay. All right. So I was wondering what you guys. Okay, that's what you guys
that
talking
was
about beforehand.
Couple, earlier.
Gotcha.
So he does that. Now there's another part in here. I'm sorry. Here go the other girl. So there's a girl on here who understands that if she actually degrades herself, that there's nothing that they can say to her that's going to make her upset. And I understand her playbook. So she comes on there and she says she's stupid. She's slow. She ain't got a job. She ain't got no money. She's an idiot. Like she degrades herself on purpose, but she has an OF. Okay.
Boom, headshot.
And that's a good technique to get men to come to your OF page. Okay.
Ladies, if you don't mind, give us your name, your age, what you do for a living, dating status. If you want to, of course.
Your body count.
We'll start right here.
None of them give their body count. Thank God y'all stopped doing that.
Are you even human?
Yeah.
What the hell?
This one right here. She like, I'm dumb. I'm dead. Like she does, I don't think she says it here, but I think she says it later on. But she literally goes in here and
Look at that doll, bro. Let's look at doll.
Thank you.
She's gorgeous.
Okay, fine, yeah.
All right.
What's your name?
Nora, I'm 19.
What do you? Okay.
Holy
Where are you from?
Nora.
I'm from LA.
Cool. What do you do for work?
I work at a club.
What do you do?
What kind of club?
She belongs to the
Club?
streets.
What kind of laugh was that?
I don't know. I just laugh a little weird sometimes.
Highest education for you?
Nothing. I'm like a loser.
Well, you graduated high school, right?
Sort of.
No.
All right. Relationship status?
Single.
All right. We'll go to the next person.
Woo! Oh my God, Myron. Why is it that when you put on that fake hair, you could never get that bald spot back there? Y'all see him? Myron, why is it that you could never put that fake hair on that bald spot? You glue it everywhere else on your head except for that bald spot. All right, hold on. So let me go ahead and fast forward it to the Latino. Well, hold on a second. I think hold on. No. Let me see if we get back to the part where Clavicular starts embarrassing his girlfriend again. Hold on a second.
That's why they start to descend a lot in looks, right? So, and there's not too much research done.
Okay.
All right. Who's up?
Greek. I love it.
What about you? What's your name?
I'm
Monthly.
well for me. I do like things to do in Tampa, so
Yeah, you'll never
That's
get
why
it.
I'm trying to scale. I'm trying to scale up
15K
there.
a day?
Yeah.
Girl.
And then for Anna, you said 21. You're a dog groomer. You're from Miami.
Yeah.
Relationship status for you?
I have a boyfriend.
Okay.
3 months. 3 months. Religious. Blah blah blah.
He's always there for me.
Why are his hands in a cup?
He's always there for you because there's nowhere else to go.
They're actually they're very hot together.
No, he's literally a girl.
Brutal.
Pull it up.
And that's why.
Okay, if you want to know what they're doing, clavicular, and this is some homosexual tendencies, okay? When the girls say, I have a boyfriend, or I was in a relationship, clavicular wants to know if she looks better than her boyfriend or her boyfriend looks better than her. And if she says, I don't know, maybe I look better or maybe he looks better, clavicular wants to see himself. So they're not allowed to have their phones. So they have to put their phones away. So this girl is bringing them their phones so that they can show clavicular pictures of their boyfriends. What kind of man? I don't care if it's looks maxing. My thing is, what kind of man has to see the image of your boyfriend? Yeah, they had 2 girls on there that was 19. No. I think she is 19. They had 1 girl that's 18 and 2 girls that's 19. She doesn't have a club. She's lying. She has an OF page. Yeah, I think Clav is gay, to be honest. Or yeah, he's bi or gay, but he's not straight. Nobody should be that obsessed on what somebody's boyfriends looks like. Okay, he's on record saying men are better looking than women naturally. That's not true. Even scientists say that that's not true. and to be clear, I'm gonna say this: women are not much into looks the way men are. I'm gonna say that again. Men are way more into looks than women, but in humanity across the board, women look better as a gender than men. So you see so many beautiful women that are with not attractive men. So it's not a big deal for us. Don't get me wrong. Like that judge. Hold on, let's look at that judge again. I mean, if we see something like this, okay? If we see something like this, like meow, okay, we gonna look. But ladies, let me tell you something. I would never want to be married to somebody this fine. Never. I would never want this as a husband. Cause he could be the most faithful man ever. But all these women are going to try to get that ding-a-ling. They're going to try to get that ding-a-ling. I could never have a man that all the women are going to want to chase after. And oh my God, could you imagine going to a restaurant and then the waitress is flirting with your husband? Women pride of, yeah, we are the ones who take care of ourselves. We are the ones who want to look good. Cause we want to make our man, our husband, our boyfriend. Okay. We want to make them proud. Hey, look at who he got. All right. So yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm
not gonna turn this into a fucking seminar for feminism. Okay, a mental reset.
But everything we're saying is not true.
They're a good couple.
Okay, so I think this is where the Latina girl challenged clavicular. She shuts him down so many times.
Okay.
All of it's retarded.
You could look good, but are you gonna treat her right?
They're a good couple. I can
You guys
see
need
it
a
all.
mental reset of all the bullshit that you're saying. Really, like talking about being a bad bitch and all
So
that.
everything we're saying is not true?
Dude, it's like it's just embarrassing. Like imagine your boyfriend seeing this and like
My boyfriend would cheer me on.
Looks matching is not.
My
yeah,
boyfriend would
'cause-
cheer me on. That makes him a man.
No, that makes him someone with no options who has to cuck max.
Yeah.
to you,
No,
You're
I want
right.
a man who supports me in
You're right.
everything.
You're right.
you know? It's
You're
just
right.
like unlearn.
You're right.
Unlearn all this bullshit and learn how to be, a woman.
I don't have to unlearn it.
Yeah, you do. You
No, I
really
don't.
do. Well, yeah.
But
'cause
in
it's
your
bullshit.
eyes, I do. But I promise you, I will do
Yeah, in
good
my
in
eyes,
life.
I do,
will
because I
I will
actually
make
have a
my
valid-
money. I will have my
You
family.
don't make
I will
money?
do good.
How? So you making? That's the first.
So I like this. This is something that's rare. This is something that Clavicula's not used to. Cause what did I remember when I told you all that Brian likes to only invite white women on his show? Did y'all remember he said he doesn't like but he specifically said, I like to have white or Asian women on the show. I don't want Latinas, Hispanics, and I definitely don't want black women on the show. Why? I'll tell you why. Because they argue back. They don't back down. She was sending, who are you talking about? Somebody sent me money through Super Chat? No, I read that Super Chat. Myron says they don't argue, aka challenge his opinion. No, he kicks off the black and Latino ones that do challenge him. That's the reason why when they invited me onto the show, I was like, why would I come on your show for you to kick me off? Like, hell no, dumbass. I'm not about to make y'all tens of thousands of dollars. Because I said all of your fans would love to see that. That's never going to happen. But that's what I'm saying. This Latina right here, she's fighting against him, and he's frustrated because she won't listen to him because he thinks this idiot is 20 years old. He think I know what I'm talking about. You don't know nothing.
First problem, even me hearing that you make money, it's like, you need to find someone who's actually going to take care of you.
I do have someone that's going to take care of me, but I want to make my own money. Even if I have someone taking care of me.
Shelby Sapp. Ridiculous.
Shelby Sapp, where
That's
you
why
at?
they have different matches.
Shelby
It's
Sapp,
like-
where you at?
Any good woman.
If you want to have a girl that doesn't make money, you do that.
So any girl
agree.
needs to assist you in every single way so that your main priority could be focusing on your
Yeah,
business.
no, my
right?
man doesn't need me to
So-
assist him.
Love that though.
So all the
makes
housework
her own
and all that
money.
kind of bullshit.
And my man
you
makes
need
his
to do
money
that.
on his own. I make my money on my own.
Yeah, but okay.
He doesn't need my assistance. I don't need his assistance.
Well, that's not a good relationship, is it?
So then what is
They're
that?
partners. What do you
We're
mean?
You're not.
partners
You're not partners.
in life.
That's ridiculous.
But you know that works
I
for
don't
some
need
people and
him.
other people
I
it
don't
doesn't.
need him. I want him. That's it.
Fuck, I lied. She good. Now, I think it was like one thing she said I wasn't on board, but I was like, okay, most of the time. But all of the women are cheering her on because they don't have the guts to say what she has to say. And this is one of my missions, to get white women to to fight back like this. Stop being submissive. These men who talking about, I'm going to do all the work, I'm going to provide for everything, you just have to be home and cook and clean and this and that is a control thing, because if you don't have no money coming in, you should always have some money coming in and keep it on the side. But if you don't, but also if you never signed a prenup, you're going to be fine, right? But my thing is that if you are a young woman, and you don't have no kids, what the hell are you doing scrubbing and cleaning, and what the hell are you doing that for? And you're just a girlfriend. I don't care if he's spending all the money on the bills. You're living in his house. See, this is what these women don't understand. They're like, well, he pays all the bills. Yeah, he pay all his bills. His bills to a house that you live in. You live in his house. He has to pay his bills. And guess what? When he ready to get rid of you, he gonna kick you out of his house so you can go and find your own place, and then you have to pay your bills. Who can you stop? It's different it's different if you had your own place that was separate from him and he's paying those bills. But these men are running game on young women, and we need more women like myself teaching women this game. Because there is no such thing as a traditional relationship. There's no tradition. In this economy, it is rare that both women, the man and woman, are not working. But if you have a man that's doing all the work, you better have some kids. But if you ain't got no kids and you're like, I do all the cooking, I do all the cleaning, you're going to be bored, baby. You're going to be bored. You're going to be bored. I promise you're going to be bored. And you're going to want to find something to do. And he's going to say no. And now you're a slave. I do like when women stay home with the kids. I think that's great. I do. I think stay-at-home moms are awesome. It breaks my heart when I see mothers having to leave their children at nurseries. Them kids cry. They them tears. It's like it's killing them inside. Mommy leaving me here? I love it when the mothers are with their kids. But if you ain't got no kids, what the hell you doing talking about something? I stay, I cook, I clean, I give him some coochie. Girl, stop. You too young to be playing house.
That's good.
That was easy.
Class, you told you class.
Shelby stop Alex Ebank type relationship over here.
Why? Why? It's like,
why?
Could we just have like a traditional?
Stay with someone because you need them?
Literally.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on. Two comments I see. This is why I'm still single. I need a rich husband. Exactly. But no. Steven, you said it. Yeah, kids preoccupy most of their time if the mothers stay home. There you go. A mom ain't never bored if she got her kids at home. She ain't never bored. But if you ain't got no kids and you talking about something, I'm a traditional woman. What? Huh? How? He just got a live-in maid that he can screw. So Clavicular is trying to make this little young girl be a traditional one. For what? She's not even married. God, man. That's what I'm saying. Some of these women are just going to have to learn the hard way. They're just going to have to learn the hard way. And she's learning the hard way now. Clavicular will get rid of her in a month. Watch. He doesn't keep women around. Okay? He doesn't keep women around often. So to me, it seems like Clavicular has a little hatred towards women because we can look smacks better than him. He doesn't like it that he has to go through all this extra effort to look smacks. He has to take steroids, peptides, Adderall, all this other stuff. He hates that he has to do this to look smacks where all we got to do is put on makeup and basically do something with our hair. And then he tries to score a woman's face. Ladies, let me tell you something. Hear me. If morbidly obese women can get a man, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. These men are not going to be like, oh my God, she got to look this, she got to look that, blah, blah, blah. You know what I think? I can't prove it. I think Jeff Bezos regret cheating on his wife with that woman he's married to now. Because look at what she did her face. What is the woman he's married to now? Catherine, you know what her name is? She got all that operation on her face. She looks terrible. And I just recently saw a picture of Lauren Sanchez. Thank you, Magda. I saw a picture of Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, his original wife that was there to help him build up Amazon. And she's aging nice. She looks better than Lauren Sanchez. He can find another woman. Can he though? Because now he's more likely to go through women and they all use him. May his soul rest in peace, but Scott Adams learned that the hard way. Scott Adams learned that the hard way. Got a young girl talking about she loved me for me. She divorced him and cleaned his account. Well, not clean it completely, but she left out being a multimillionaire. See, Warren Buffett is an ideal billionaire. He still got his wife. They got lots in common. They growing old together. He ain't trying to get no young thing. Because let me tell you something, man. You can sit up here and lie to yourself all you want to. But when you get up in your 60s and your 70s and you get these young 20-year-old, you really think she in love with you for you? That's how dumb y'all are. That's how these women run game on you. That's how you become a trick. You literally think, and your ego is so fragile. You really believe that. You really believe that this woman is there for you. I just found out Larry Wheeler. That's was Wheels. Larry Wheels' wife left his ass. That's what I'm saying. Y'all can tell me all y'all want to about all this other stuff with somebody not being allowed in Israel and this. I don't know nothing about that, but I can tell you all about relationships. Now let me show you the difference between. Let me show you this couple because this proves my point. Hold on. Okay. These men get something like this and they think they hit the jackpot. And by the way, she got married to Larry and she didn't sign a prenup.
Boom! Headshot!
He said, I trust her. I love her. That's my baby. And guess what? Now, because they didn't sign a prenup, he said on the live stream that he has to take care of her. I don't know for how many years, but he has to take care of her lifestyle. He has to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to her. Yeah, she's a gold digger, but this is what I'm talking about. Men don't realize that they are a trick. They think they are the exception to the rule. And this is what I don't understand. Like, men think you get a woman like this. You get a woman like this and you think, she love me for me, man. She love me for me. She love me for me, man. She love me for me. So this is why I bring up Lauren Sanchez. Lauren Sanchez is all about that physical. I'm going to get the Botox. I'm going to get the lip filler. I'm about to get the facelift. I'm about to get the new breast implants. I'm about to look nice and snatch. And I think she's not attractive. Not this woman. This woman is attractive. I'm talking about Lauren Sanchez. And I'm thinking like, Jeff Bezos didn't see this. He didn't even see what he was getting married to. And you guys are saying Jeff can always find another woman. He sure can, and she will use him like the chump he is, just like Lauren does. Here's my thing, what you men don't understand. You can find another woman that can basically use you as a bank account, and I'm okay with that. Spread the wealth, all right? Spread the wealth, but stop acting like you know when you're being used. You don't know. Because if you did, there's a certain type of woman you would never go for. You would never go for a woman like this. Because you have to ask yourself, besides your money, why should she stay with you? Maybe it's an experience thing, but as a man, a woman like her is clearly a gold digger. She can love bomb all she wants. I ain't believing her, but you're not most men. Good for you for believing this, though. I mean, good for you for knowing this, Fabio. But guess what? You're the odd man out. Most men would get a woman like this and they think, man, I'm so lucky. Oh my God. And then she'll send you some tit pics and some coochie pics. Then she send you some picture of her with something in her mouth or whatever. She knows how to get at your lower vibration to keep you hooked. And then all of a sudden, she put that thing on you, and then you in love. I love her, man. I ain't gonna sign no prenup. I love her. I love her. She gonna be for me. She gonna be there for me. And I like when women do this. I do. I love that. I love it. Get your coin, honey. Get your coin. So when you say a man, whoever said this, said he can find another woman, yeah, make her a millionaire too. Every woman that Jeff Bezos encountered with is going to make them a millionaire. I'm all right. I'm okay with that. So this is what I'm saying. Stop thinking like you guys are not. If you get with a certain woman, understand that comes with certain consequences and repercussions.
Can have a traditional, but then other people can have like a partnership,
Literally.
But it doesn't have to go for the whole of society.
I never want to be a woman that stays home and my man is paying for everything. No, I want to be able to pay for anything I want.
Feminism's cooked.
Here's the thing: a man should lead. A man should
a woman that doesn't make any money, and you be happy, and I be happy with my man.
It's not about the money. It's just about the fact that a woman going into a workplace, like some girls will get jobs at restaurants, and like I've worked restaurant jobs. I see what happens. It's like your boss hitting on you. It's like it's just
her
Her
boss is a woman.
This is what I'm saying. Stop. I don't understand how these young girls are letting a young boy tell them about life. Who the hell and you go in there work and you have your boss hitting on you? Where is that at? He doesn't know what he's talking about. I could never have no young ass boy like this talking about something. Let me tell you, you don't want to be like that. And also, ladies, you want to have your own bag. Okay, if you have a man taking care of you, that's fine. But have your own bag too, okay? Have your own bag. There's nothing wrong with that. Because you don't want to be asked out. That's what I want. I don't ever want a woman to be like, oh my God, I don't know how am I going to pay for the groceries? How am I going to pay for my apartment? Like, no. So that's why I like what she says. She says, I want a man. I don't need a man. And Clavicular has nothing to say about that. That's the reason why he's flustered. She's like mopping the floor with this guy.
Career.
Yeah, whatever job you're in, I don't think it's right to want, your girlfriend to be going into an unsafe environment.
If I ever wanted to, he would be able to pay for anything I want. But I don't want that. I want to have my own money.
Why?
Independent.
It's like spending money, it's me as a woman.
Imagine Pugsy asking a woman who wants to make her own money why. Pugsy, no, you didn't ask. Why do you want to make your own money? No, not you, Trick Daddy. Chat, Pugsy, this Latina woman said, I like to make my own money. And Pugsy said, why? Pugsy said, why? Mr. Mr. $15,000 on the Van Queef. Tell me something. Why do you feel like you got to work? Why do you have to work, Pugsy? Anyway, ladies, I'll tell you why you want to work. Because you always want to have a sense of your own money with just in case money, okay? You want to have it just in case money. Everybody should have a secret stash, okay? Now it's not about the money. Yup, the red pill preaches about making more money in order to get a plethora of women. So if clavicular says it's not about the money, that's what it is about. Besides that, sorry, you're asking, say, if it's not about the money, then what is it about? He's just trying to, no. Who said this? Chris. Clavicular doesn't believe anything he says, just like Myron, who's a homosexual, don't believe what he says. These guys just don't want women to make sense. And when women say something that's empowering, they're going to play it down and act like it's stupid. For example, this woman says, I have my own career. Clavicular, like, that's not right. Why would you want to go into an unsafe environment where your boss is going to flirt with you and sexually harass you? What? Where are they doing it at? Then the women like, her boss is a woman. But still, like, you get your own money. Like, you know, what if you're not going to be able to keep your own? Like, he can't come up with any arguments. Like, these men don't want a woman to feel good when they leave out of here. So if a woman says everything that they like to hear, okay? So say, for instance, a woman say that she stay at home, she cook, she clean, and she take care of the baby, right? And then Myron's gonna say, how often do you have sex with your man? And she says, oh, I have sex with him every day. Then Myron's go, why you don't have sex with him twice a day? Well, because he doesn't ask for it. Why does he have to ask for it? Why you don't greet him and get on your knees right there and pull down his pants and put his dingling in your mouth immediately? Like, you ladies are lazy. This is why I have a book said why women deserve less. But you'll never win on these podcasts. These women never win on these podcasts. That's the reason why they like them young and white, because they're easy to run over. This Latina is mopping the floor with clavicular. Now, Myron is going to get jealous. I'm not going to stay here for all that. I got to come to the end soon because I don't want to be here for 3 hours. How long is it now? Oh, my God, I've been here for 3 hours. Okay, I'm ending this. I don't think I'm going to make a video about this, though, but this is anyway, she does a really good job. She does a really good job of making them look stupid. So let me get to the part where Myron gets emotional. Hold on, here we go. Because he's in the middle of arguing with this Latina who literally makes him look stupid. And he hates that. He hates it. Okay, here we go.
Hey, Myron, I'm 21. I live in Miami.
Bro, I fucking hate talking to women, bro. Like, this is why I prefer to do my own show. Like, women are fucking stupid.
You guys mind if I
Yeah.
You hate women because you're gay.
Boom, headshot.
Imagine saying he admitted. Oh, so the Latina woman. Oh, I got to tell you this part. Myron said, the Latina woman says, so what good are women? He was like, women are basically retarded and the only thing they're good for is reproducing. And the Latina woman said, so your mother is retarded? And Myron said, yes. Myron said, yes, his mother's retarded. Now, if your mom retarded, that means you're retarded.
Boom, headshot.
He literally called his mom retard. He showed, it's on this. If my anonymous guy, if he knows about this, like, everybody keep asking me about the guy, and I keep telling y'all he doesn't have a YouTube channel, and he clips these videos for the love of the game. I don't know his name. I wish y'all stop like, well, what is his name? Well, what is his YouTube channel? He doesn't have a YouTube channel. He's just a hater. Now, we came up with, there's two names. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna need your help on something. Okay. Hold on. Let me before we get to the name of the anonymous guy, let me show you Myron getting emotional because Clavicular is leaving early.
Oh, guys, just make money so that you can tell women to shut up. I'm telling you guys, that's my advice. Make money, acquire status, acquire resources. You can just tell women to shut up. This is how it's going to be, and if they don't like you, just tell them get the fuck out of here. That's the only thing. You got a status max, money max, looks max, because this is ridiculous.
And woman, you make money and then tell men to shut up.
It should be like that. It shouldn't just be women. It should be period, people, period.
Why you go through the chat?
See, this is why you guys sound retarded, because if you make money and you get a guy, you're not even going to look at a guy. See, this is the difference. A man with money will change a woman's life. A woman has money won't even look a broke man's way. Like, it's completely different. Make money to tell a guy to shut up. You're not going to even be with him. Get out of here. It's like, that's not even a real scenario.
Well, I agree. So stay mad. He's so mad that we as women have that option. That's not our fault. We're the prize. You damn right I'm not going to want no brokey or homeless person. Why? Why would I do that? Idiot.
I appreciate you guys having me, but I gotta head out while you guys read the chats. So this was a phenomenal show. I thought. You know,
I need to go home and change.
Yeah, I know. So I had a lot of fun. You know, super spontaneous thing. But you know, regardless, always enjoy doing the after hours with you guys. So hopefully we can do this again soon. Probably on a night where I don't have any club obligations.
Yeah.
You know, because I could go on this podcast for like 3-4 hours. I think it's a really fun. It's probably one of my favorite shows to do. So I appreciate you guys for everything. And
so Myron, man, he is steamy. You see his face, chat? Chat, he's so angry.
Hopefully you're going to stream at my club?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll see you guys there.
You want to just go with them now?
You can read chats?
Well, we have to go get her.
Okay, cool.
Just end it now, man.
I'll come out there.
Just end it.
Just
now.
go through. Why don't you guys?
Just end it now, bro. Just fucking end it now. It's fine. I'll read the chats on my stream. Just end the shit now.
Wow. Okay.
Just end it.
Where's my crying baby? Oh, here we go. The Clavicular won't stay while I sit up here and yell at these women. I can't believe. Imagine being this upset, dude. Dude, he's such a homosexual. And that's leaving a bad name for homosexuals, though. He's such a closeted Muslim gay man. He is. He's so like, oh my God, you're so mad. But he's really mad at the women that are not like and it's led by the Latina woman. That's what I'm saying. It's the Latina woman led the charge to fight against the stupid ideology of the red pill. And she was like bucking back at it like, okay, no, I do what I want to do. I'm going to make my money. I'm not going to be left ass out, this, that, and the other. Like, would you be with a broke man? No. Why should we? Why should we be with a broke man? Well, men have to be with a broke woman. Yeah, because you're trying to stick your dingling in her. Okay? You're trying to have babies with her. You want her to clean your dirty drawers. You want her to wash the dishes. You want her to clean up the house. You want her to provide those services. Whether she's broke or not, she can provide those services. Don't matter. No woman gonna want that for no damn man. We don't want no broke man. Except for the Barbara the Builders. They love broke men. Stand by broke men. Okay. Chat, I'm gonna need your help. Okay. All right. So the names, this is the 2 names I got so far. One of the taters in the comments section. So let me tell you, like, there's a guy who makes these videos about Myron, and a lot of these videos that you've seen about Myron and going into the past and this, that, and the other, these clips, this guy makes these videos. He's anonymous. I talked to him not through DMs. He tags me on not Instagram. He tags me on Twitter, and he says, "Here's a video of this. Here's a video of that. Tree. Here's a video of Myron. Blah blah blah." Right? I take those videos and I promote them. Right? either on my Twitter stream, on my Twitter, or either in my YouTube channel. And that YouTube channel I just recently did very, very well. It did because of him, right? Where Myron is chimping out, right? So I said, I need to come up with a name because this guy is doing it for the love of the game. He hates Myron so much that he makes a video about Myron either once a month or once every other month. And so when I feature another one of his videos, I want to have a name for him. So I said, if you guys can think of a name, let me know. And we'll pick the best one and we'll call this guy that. So therefore, you know who I'm talking about. So I was going to say Myron's #1 hater, but that sounds too long. Not sounds too long. That is too long. Then one person in the chat said, call him Shadow. And I'm thinking, should we call him The Shadow or Shadow? Then someone underneath they did this today. They said, call him Disruptor or The Disruptor. I like Disruptor and I like Shadow. Do y'all have any other names that you can think of? Imagine if it's his ex Eric. Mackenzie still looks good. Is she still in my chat? Hi, Legend Lurker. I know for sure if I was someone they knew robbed my house. Oh, okay. That's what we were saying there earlier. You trying to make money or you trying to make history? I ain't trying to do nothing. I am making money. Myron's no, that's too long because I was gonna say Myron's #1 hater, and then Myron's worst enemy. Not hold on, between Shadow and Disruptor, which one you guys like? Type in the chat. Which one? Shadow or Disruptor, or The Shadow or The Disruptor? Okay. Joel said I like Shadow, but I also thought of a silly one. Secret Agent Man. No. Okay, you like Shadow. Oh, y'all do like Shadow. Night Shadow. Well, what if he's white? You can't call him Night Shadow, right? Call him Eric for fun. Y'all so haterade. No. Van Queef. No. Demon Time. No. That's a nice one, though. Hold on. Demon Time is good, but no. I vote for Eric. I think Eric would be funny. Y'all want me to call this guy Eric? No. I think that's mean against Eric. No prenup. No, can't call him no prenup. It's a guy. The Fiend. Y'all are so mean talking about call him Eric. Night mode. That could be. Nina said Agent Hairpiece. We're talking about the anonymous guy, not Myron, who's a homosexual, by the way. Stop calling this anonymous guy Hairpiece or Agent Hairpiece. That's not. Okay. Since you guys said Shadow, we're gonna go with Shadow. Since most of y'all said Shadow.
Yep. Agent Hairpiece.
Yeah, we're not gonna do the Lurker. Well, he's not really. I guess you could say Lurker. I don't know. Lurker don't shout. The Shadow or Shadow sounds. I like Shadow. I'm sorry, y'all sold me on that one. Imagine like, hey guys, I got another video from Shadow. It sounds wicked. Y'all, Shadow gave me another video. Oh my God, we gonna look at it, y'all. I like Shadow. The Shadow or Shadow? No, Myron's nightmare is too long. Where did you get dick rupture from? No, just Shadow. Yeah, we got it. Shadow it is. We're going to call him Shadow. That's the name. We're going to call him Shadow. That's it. That's his name. So if he makes another video, which will probably be in another month, maybe in another couple of weeks, we'll call him Shadow. So that's his name. So yay, chat. We picked his name. Excuse me. I'm so glad to get on. I'm so glad to get up on that. I'm so happy to get up on that that opportunity. I am. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. It was a great Chris talking about some shadow dissector. Go sit down. I'm gonna go see if we can come up with. You know what? I have a video that I made, and you could tell it was long ago because my hair is down here. I'm thinking about maybe releasing that for tomorrow because that's been sitting around for a minute. I need to have a video, so I'll probably do that one. Yeah, I think I may do that one. I gotta look at it though, because it's been a while. Shadow reacts. Well, he's not reacting, is he? We're reacting. He's making the videos and we're reacting to his videos. So it's just gonna be Shadow. So yeah, Shadow is good. Yeah, he makes the videos. He doesn't react to them. He makes the videos. He makes them. He uploads them. We basic. I caught on to this one. I got this one first though. I'm happy to have jumped on this one quick. Quick. I was like, I saw that. I said, I'm not gonna sleep on that one. So yeah, I still may do the pop bottle thing with Angie. He has done that before, so I may still do that one. He had at me with this video because I can add to it. It was just like, oh my God. How often do you go live? Only on Saturdays. Only on Saturdays. However, oh no. Me and Jasmine, we have a Q&A show coming up next week. She has to give me the dates. She hasn't given me the date. I need to get on. I need to DM her and find out the dates. So we probably have 2 streams next week. But for the most part, I only stream on Saturdays. Okay. And I have a live stream, I think, on my Patreon. So ladies, go join my Patreon. Hold on, let me see if I can put it. Is my Patreon in here? Hold on a second. I would like you all where's my Patreon? Why isn't my Patreon being promoted? Oh, it needs to be promoted more than this. Hold on, I'm gonna have to go fix that on Nightbot. Yeah, I need to fix that. My Patreon needs to be promoted more than what I see it being promoted for. Hold on. Oh shoot. Hold on, guys. Let me give you my Patreon. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, there we go. All right, so there's that. Okay, I guess that's it. And we will see each other in the comments section of my next video. Okay, thanks guys for coming. Thanks everybody for the donations. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. And I will see you guys next time. Later, taters. Have a nice night.